ready, and then just something I ate the night before just said, no, you're not going to movie theater today, so.
Did you cut off all your hair?
No. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, did you fucking shave? Like, I couldn't tell with it pulled back. I was like, did you shave your head?
Full Britney.
Bold choice to make on recording day.
Yeah. That was yesterday, and I mean, this is like, I've defaulted my hair. I'm no longer Robin Williams asking what year it is in Jumanji. I have to sometimes get my shit together.
Well, I thought it looked great.
It didn't, but thank you.
So you just saw it 3 hours ago. Man, it's going to be way more fresh in your mind than it is mine.
Yeah.
I couldn't bring myself to go see it again. I was too fucking tired.
Yeah, no, that movie, it's a blur, though. It fucking moves. Like, there's not a lot of downtime.
Which is good. It definitely felt shorter than Superman.
Yes, 100%. Like, wait, that... Like, oh yeah, a lot happened. And, like, and I guess it's like a lot of slice-of-life moments and shit that, like, make it... That, like, kind of, like, go under the radar when you're thinking back on it. Because there's a bunch of big fucking, like... It's like, yeah, I remember when they had pasta. I also remember when Galactus also bitch-slapped him. It's just like, there's like this kind of, like... And, like, both
right
scenes
at
were
the
kind
top,
of equally
everybody,
important.
there will be spoilers in this.
Yeah, yep.
But yeah, no, I thought it was fantastic. Eh. I think I have a but there it is. Just played the drum joke sound. All right. Well, did you get any cool collectibles from it?
Nope. Just a big old bag of candy from the store nearby because I'm a cheap bastard.
I didn't even see the option this time to get any collectible stuff. Superman, it was like the whole front of AMC was like a pile of Superman cups.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, I haven't really seen any merchandise on this. I haven't seen any, like, Pedro Pascal Stretcher Armstrong action figures
Which
or
there
anything.
absolutely should be. I think it should be the rebirth of Stretch Armstrong toys.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I did get this, not from the movie theater, but the shirt.
Hold on, I'm on the wrong tab here. Still on the wrong tab.
It's alright, I just held my shirt up to the camera like a dipshit for 5 seconds.
Very nice. There you go. Yeah, but no, I mean...
I did see, my buddy sent me a picture that they were selling Galactus popcorn buckets for $150 with the eyes light up and everything.
Hell,
like, absolutely
fucking
not.
no. I will 3D print you one for half that price.
I mean, like, at least a Superman cup I can use as a cup. There's not a whole lot of times in my life where I'm eating an entire bucket of popcorn outside of a movie theater.
Oh, man, I need a Galactus-sized portion for today.
Dude, that Alamo one I go to here in Colorado, first of all, it's awesome because it has the, like, really nice recliners. Like, it feels like you're at home. And they got the whole thing where you never have to leave for concessions. You just push a button that lights up and write down what you want. But when you get popcorn there, they bring you a big metal bowl, like, this fucking big. Like, I have never finished popcorn when I went there.
Oh, man, you know, I mean, like, the movie was great. My movie-going experience was not so great because I fucked up and Dyslexia Me got tickets for the 3rd instead of the 31st. So I had to, like...
Shit.
Yeah, fortunately, like, I was there. I'm like, can I get in? They're like, yeah, you're like, you've been here, so I'm not going to screw you over on this. But yeah, there was like a...
That would have sucked. If you showed up for this, you're like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, there's a universe where I'm like, yeah, we're starting at 10 because I have to catch the 7 o'clock showing of this. But yeah, no, I mean, I got center, like, row, like, center seat, so, like, the seat was great, but I was in between, like, the two, like basically it was comic book guy from fucking The Simpsons on either side of me.
No.
Like, yeah.
Were they talking the whole time, or just, like, look like the comics guy?
Yeah, it was just, like, a space issue. It was just it was kind of like this the entire time, as they were kind of flowing over their chairs into mine.
Yeah, dude,
not to
after
fat shame
going...
anyone, I'm not thin, but God, it was cramped.
Yeah, but still. After going to the Alamo, dude, going to a normal theater is fucking torture. After sitting in a recliner, I'm like laid out, got my own space, they're bringing me food. And then when I saw Superman the first time, I went to go see it in IMAX, so I had to go to AMC. And it said recliners. It was not. It was like bus seats, like I'm elbow to elbow with For some reason, it was two couples, and they both put their girlfriend next to me. And I was like, am I a bitch now? And yeah, they're all cuddling, and I'm just wildly uncomfortable, but...
Yeah, it's always awkward going by yourself, definitely. But
really bother me anymore unless I'm between two couples.
Yeah, no.
It's like, I'm lame as
saying,
fuck.
That's why it's awkward, because you're like, okay, I'm ready. And then someone's like, and then someone's like, okay, I don't know either of these people. Shit. Social anxiety.
For Fantastic Four, though, it was great. There was a moment, though, that it almost sucked, because I got one all the way in the back, because it's a smaller theater. And I made sure to pick a space where it looked like I'd be next to nobody. And I sat in my seat. They come around, check your tickets, get your order, and they're like, oh, you're supposed to be one seat over. And I'm in an empty row except for a couple, one seat over from me. I'm like, dude, seriously? And he's like, yeah, I don't know how many people are coming, man. You got to move over there and make space. And I look around, there's like 9 people there. I'm like,
yep.
Come on, man. And I sat there, the girl, like, visibly uncomfortable, had to stop being all sprawled out. I was like, I don't like this either. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, 5 minutes later, he was like, you can probably go ahead and move back, man. I'm like, why did you make me do this? Pick up all my stuff and move back over.
You just made everyone suffer. What was the point of that?
I think you just wanted to see what would happen. I think.
Yeah, no. Even like when I went to Superman, at least it had like the reclining, like heated / refrigerated chairs, depending on what you wanted to do.
Best.
Oh, so good. This one was very much like, they haven't updated this IMAX theater since like 2003. Shit, there's a level of stick on this floor that it will never come out. Like,
yeah. After going to the IMAX at AMC, like, no amount of IMAX, no amount of definition will ever make me do that again. I will watch in normal poor people definition and be comfortable.
Oh yeah, no, and they're like fucking like, why are movies dying? Why is no one coming? It's like, because the facilities suck balls and you're charging us an arm and a leg to be in this shithole. Like, the air conditioning's not even working that good anymore. I was like, I mean, yet again, it could have been just the thermal heat from my 2 seat neighbors. But, like, I was like, there were points in the movie, it was like, oh, okay, turn it up a little bit. Like, I should be freezing my nuts off in here. I should have to bring a sweater.
Well, the other thing, I was going to say, when you mentioned the comic book guy, I'm like, when I was younger, I would get really mad if I could hear, like, dudes talking, like, during Marvel movies and be like, oh, that's from this, and this, and this. Now, like, when I saw Fantastic Four, there was, like, a group of 5 dudes, 4 seats down from me. And the whole movie, I'm, like, leaning over, like, oh, I didn't know that.
just a creator's commentary just for you.
Can we be friends? You want to watch my show?
I'll get you on. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, here's the 5 guys who wouldn't shut the fuck up sitting next to me.
I think I'm going to start sweating under this new ring light, but we'll live.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Flick Fights, everybody, where we take 2 heavyweight movies and put them through 10 rounds, or in today's case, 12 again, as we're doing a Fantastic Four smackdown. Name might be misleading because we're only doing 3 of them. Yes.
It's a 4-3-way.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't figure out a way to make the numbers make a good pun, so we got Fantastic Four Triple Threat, which sounds like a really shitty threequel. All right, but as always, we will start with the tail of the tape. As I mentioned before, we have watched the new one. We will be doing spoilers, so if you hate spoilers and haven't seen it yet, save us, come back later, go watch it right now, and then come back.
Yeah, we don't have a cut to audio. Well, maybe we could. We could probably figure out, like, this little audio time right here is where we talk about the first 2 movies and the third one.
Yeah, I've seen people can chapter it out like that, but I also have a tendency to just say spoiler stuff during the not spoiler part. So
that's true. Yeah. So, man, this is not scripted.
So I'm going to go in chronological order here. We'll start by doing the tail of the tape for one of the movies, go over the plot briefly, and then go on to the next tail of the tape, and so on and so forth.
Yes.
First up is 2005 Fantastic Four, directed by Tim Story, who also directed Barbershop and Ride Along. And I want to know who the fuck saw those movies and was like, this guy should do Fantastic Four.
I know it. Like, in retrospect, you did a pretty good job. Like, I remember, like, kind of not liking this movie, and going back, there was some
nostalgia factor there for me, but there are very key things that still make me hate that movie. And
yeah, there's a couple things. I'm just, like, the production of it is more.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a huge blockbuster. So, I mean, it had great production value and everything. I mean, I remember Fantastic Four being on literally fucking everything that summer. All the toys and everything. And
yeah, well, that was the summer where the period of time where basically every summer had a superhero. There was like the Spider-Man summer, there was the X-Men summer.
I don't know if it's because I'm older or if the world changed, but it felt like it used to be such a bigger deal.
Well, it's we're starting to pull like, hey guys, we got Ironheart, and everyone's like, huh, who? And I'm like, people like us who like have read the comics, oh no, Ironheart's a really cool character and it's all his backstory. But they're like, I don't know. I haven't heard that one.
And we're gonna do it in a 4-part mini-series on Disney Plus.
Yep.
But this one had a runtime of 106 minutes, budget of about $90 million. Box office totaled global and locally $333.5 million. It fucking killed it back then.
Mm-hmm.
But Rotten Tomatoes, critics gave it a 27%. Audience has given it a 45% over time. Main cast is Eoin Gruffud, who plays Richard Reed Gruffud. Jessica Alba as Sue Storm. Chris Evans as Johnny Storm. Michael Chiklis as Ben. And Julian McMahon as Dr. Doom.
Yes.
Studio was Fox.
Man, that guy was chewing some scenery, and I was kind of here for it.
For Dr. Doom?
Yeah.
Dude, he was... villain. If they had done anything remotely right with Dr. Doom in this movie, he would have been great for it.
Mm-hmm.
But... I don't understand if there was some secret memorandum in Hollywood that everybody was like, if you make a Fantastic Four movie, you have to just take a dirty diarrhea shit all over Dr. Doom.
Well, I think the thing is, like, Doom, when you get into it, is a really complicated character who's, like, done some terrible things, but isn't necessarily a villain by, like, the normal standards, and that's hard to fit into, like, a 2.5-hour movie.
I agree, so don't do him.
Yeah, but then,
don't
like,
do it out of the gates.
I know, but you gotta remember, like, film production CEO, it's like, Fantastic Four, who's the big villain? Doom, do that. It's just like, that's as much thought as, like, went into doing it.
I think it didn't do, out of what we're doing today, it did not do Dr. Doom the worst by any means.
No.
But still, I don't understand why, like, they did so much right, like, plot-wise and everything, and, like, kind of character-wise and, like, personality-wise, and then with Dr. Doom, they're like, what are his powers? He's a sorcerer. He's a master sorcerer and a technological genius and also, like, the king of Latveria. And, like, all I heard was CEO and electrical powers. I didn't even say electrical powers.
And it's all this thing, I guess they were trying to keep it in the realm of sci-fi, and we'll get into that and everything, but, yeah.
Well, I'm very psyched for the future.
Yes.
And yeah, well, we will get to that. But yeah, this movie starts with... that's another thing I didn't like. Right out of the gates, I forgot that Reed Richards, Sue Storm, not together. It shows Reed Richards and Ben are, like, getting ready to go into Dr. Doom's massive skyscraper where he's got a 30-foot tower of himself to go pitch a space trip, apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, they walk in and shows him, like, not even a quarter of the way through his presentation, probably, before he's like, I've seen enough. And then you meet Sue Storm. She's, like, his assistant.
It's unclear, because he's very touchy-feely with her, and she's not, like, saying no. It's this weird, like, I don't know. Like, it feels like it's his girlfriend, like, in a weird way, coming off in the beginning of it. At least that's what I kind of like.
Well, she is. That you find out later they're, like, about to get engaged. but also, like you said, most of the movie it seems like they're kind of not together.
Yeah, and there's like, oh, there was never us. It's like, bitch, I saw him, like, caress you 7 times in this PG movie. Like, I think you're together. Or
there's no way he misread that many signals this poorly.
Yeah.
But he has a sweet holographic presentation. They don't really even mention what the trip is for necessarily. They just keep emphasizing this will help humanity. We could cure diseases with this kind of research.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, they're all going to go see, like, the cosmic storm or something like that. And it's, it's all very vague. I mean, like, but that's the thing about this is, it feels very comic booky in the same way that, like, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies felt very comic booky.
Yeah.
Like, it's a hyper-realistic, stylized kind of a universe, and it's like, not 100% real, and it's a little cartoony.
Which I did kind of dig. I dig the vibe of
Yeah,
the movie. There's just, yeah, like I said, there's just so much other shit they fucked up. I liked the vibe. I remember loving Johnny Storm, even though I don't understand what he is in this
yeah.
movie.
Oh my god, no, there's. I mean, yeah, well, yeah, we'll get to that plot, but yeah, so yeah, they go to. I've got notes on Johnny Storm. This is insane. Just like he should not have been allowed within like 100 miles of anything going on here with this backstory.
No, I couldn't Yeah, so they get he like says no, and then I don't even understand exactly why. It might have been Sue Storm who convinces him to say yes. He'll fund the project, and also
Yep.
he's gonna go.
Oh no. He's like no. It's like he's just like I just wanted to see you beg. Essentially, he's like I wanted to see you need me. He's just like got this like fragile ass ego the entire time.
Which is, they could have eased into it a bit, but that's vaguely comic book accurate. That all
Yeah,
Doctor Doom wants is to destroy Reed Richards. So, like, almost everything he does is just to hurt him as hard as possible in the comics. So yeah, they agree to fund it, and then it kind of smash cuts to them
yeah.
at the at the
In
spaceship.
space.
They're
Yeah,
getting
you don't
ready
see
to
the
go.
rocket launch. You don't see anything. You're just like it's like an Austin Powers level of okay, we're here in space now. It's just like oh, okay, shit.
Well, they
Cool.
show a brief thing where they're like, "We have these suits that can adapt to any temperature, any condition, and anything that happens to them." We're like, "Okay, that's gonna be their super suits."
Yeah. And
then
of
you
course,
meet-
Jesse Alba's has like fucking a plunging neckline.
just comes out, just might as well walk in the room and said, "Hi, I'm titties."
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what part is that protecting? Is that what she got the invisible powers? Because there was just nothing protecting her. It's got-
I don't remember needing to be aired out in space.
yeah, just, I mean, can Ben do that? Could we get like some Michael Chiklis cleavage? If, like,
Right,
he
yeah.
zips down his suit half? Or is that just her suit? 'Cause
He really did some work on his body for this movie too. He looked great.
oh yeah, no, I mean, even as the Thing, he looked great too. Like, I mean,
Huh?
I would argue one of like the most successful things of the evening.
Definitely. Yes. Yeah. So you see Johnny Storm comes up to the spaceship on a motorcycle, riding next to a car, making out with a chick while riding the motorcycle.
Yeah, yeah. Then we get the information he got kicked out of NASA for banging two chicks in the flight simulator and crashing it somehow.
So ridiculous. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, apparently Ben was his captain at NASA. Now he's his captain on this ship. And at no point in the movie do I see anything that explains why the fuck Johnny Storm is the captain of anything.
No, and he literally just spends like the entire movie fucking torturing Ben. It is the saddest thing. Like even at the point where it's like, dude, chill. He is obviously having a
Right.
really fucking hard time, and you're like still pranking him and calling him ugly and shit. Like, just stop. Have like an ounce of human empathy.
And they have like a, back and forth and the comics and everything, but it's not to the point where he's like, they fucking hate each other.
Yeah, it's just like, and like Ben's hate is justified. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
he's like, it's like, I've got one up on you, but it's like, he's like calling him a monster and a thing and ugly and all this shit. It's just like, dude, fucking stop. You're supposed to be a
So
hero.
not cool. Yeah. And that's another thing that recurs in the comics is the Thing dealing with like massive depression issues. And when you know that, and especially because they show in the movie, he's like at the edge of his depression, like he can't handle it. And he's still just like, you're fucking ugly. Nobody likes you.
Yeah.
It's like, bro.
Yeah, it's like literally watching someone with like a blade to their fucking wrist and like, do it. It's just like, chill, dude, calm down.
Good old 2005 when mental health didn't matter.
Yeah. No, not only didn't matter, it was a joke.
So they go to space. They Ben goes out to do like a spacewalk.
Yep. with
Oh,
some
there is a little
plants.
cutaway before they get to space where Doctor Doom is like proposing to Sue Storm. Wait, no, that's after.
No, that's in
My bad.
space. That's in space. Which I will say, like, badass proposal. Like, I mean, the man was
Yeah.
fucking pitching some woo.
I think he built this whole thing just to do that.
Yeah, seriously.
So
yeah,
yeah,
like,
he
it's like this
starts to
like-
propose, opens this sweet like sky dome.
conversation. Yeah, it's like conversation pit to the universe. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
Like,
Just to flex my money pit. And They send Ben out to go get a sample and do a spacewalk. And then they're like, the
diamond
storm's
ring the
coming
size of
too
my fucking
fast.
thumb joint. It's insane. Oh yeah,
Right.
Like yeah. They're like, the storm will be here in like 6 hours, and it's like someone forgot to fucking carry a 1 somewhere.
Even
like,
after that, when they're like, you have, actually it's 6 minutes. Cuts to Ben trying to get back to the ship. I'm like, 6 minutes, you should be good. And the storm's there. I'm like,
and also,
why even say 6 minutes?
How did he miss the fucking Big Bang explosion behind him? Did he just like never go like, huh? At any point during the entire... Because he gets caught by surprise for it. It's like, it's not like there's anything blocking his view into the infinite void of space and like this neon cloud of energy and dust coming at him. He'd be like, that doesn't look good. I should probably head back. But it was just fucking...
And he's facing directly towards it.
Yeah, and it's like, literally all he did was like, huh? Oh, shit. Like, it was like that small of emotion.
They're like 6 minutes, and they're like, actually, it's right behind you. I don't even know why I said 6 minutes. Obviously, whatever you're using to calculate time is fucked.
Yeah, they're wrong. And so he does like the slowest Superman ever, and everyone's like, come on, come on, come on.
I do like the little thing when the explosion goes through all of them, that you can kind of see a preview of what their powers are.
Yeah, like he gets hit with like some debris, like there's like rocks in the hold, and he gets like Mr. Fantastic stretched, and the suit disappears, and I guess like Doom got his shit from like the shielding because he was inside, and like the shielding transferred into him. I guess is so where he got his powers from. Yeah.
So they come back to Earth.
To the nicest hospital known to man.
Yeah, in the Alps apparently.
Yeah, like
on a ski resort.
In a spa, and like a 5-star restaurant, made on hand and foot. Like these rooms are, I think, bigger than my house. Like in some of these, like suites.
Yeah, I don't know if that's just for astronauts or what, but
yeah, or like it's Doom's private hospital or something. I don't know, but like,
that would actually make sense.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, yeah. Pretty quickly, you figure out they all start freaking. They don't waste any time before they're all like, "I think I have powers," and Johnny Storm starts hitting on his nurse, and then the following scene and many parts in the movie, you discover that on top of being an astronaut captain, Johnny Storm is apparently the best X Games athlete in the universe.
And the biggest fuckboy.
Good God, dude.
No, we have to focus on that nurse for a second, because that is the worst fucking nurse, like, in the history of medicine. So, she's like, I mean, he's flirting with her, and she's obviously attractive, too. She puts, like, a thermometer in his mouth and gets a reading of, like, 204, and, like, first of all, she'd be like, sir, lay down, you're about to have a stroke because your brain is about to boil in your head. Instead, he's like, no, come with me to the ski slopes. She goes skiing with him.
Yeah. Just
jumps out of a helicopter, sees him spontaneously combust, fly into a snowdrift, and make a hot tub spontaneously, and then bangs him in the hot tub. Like, this woman was incapable of seeing red flags. Like,
yeah, and talk about, like, totally no-selling, everyone discovering their powers. They're just like, huh, okay. Like, I mean, it makes kind of sense for Johnny Storm that he would just be like, dope, I'm cooler now.
Yeah. but like, even like, you know, Reed Richards is supposed to be the smartest man on the fucking planet in fucking comics. Like, he's not like, maybe we should like quarantine ourselves. Like, this could be dangerous. Maybe where you have like radiation. Like, nothing. They're just fucking wandering around like unsupervised. And oh no! Well, then we get to Doom's Doctor, but we'll get to that in a second. But
for some reason the Thing's transformation is like on a delay because he's fine for a while, and then he starts just shifting and freaking out, and that's the first time Mr. Fantastic uses his powers to unlock the door, and Johnny's just like, gross.
Yeah, it was gross, and all the PS3 CGI glory of it.
Yes.
It was, oh yeah, that's from 2005. They were trying.
And then Mr. Fantastic is like, we should all go to the Baxter building where I can do some research on us. Promises the Thing that he'll never stop trying to figure out how to change him back.
Well, I think before that we have the whole bridge scene too, like that whole thing of the first time they're using their powers like in the public. Yeah, because Ben is, I think, going to commit suicide.
Yes, I'm not sure why he thinks that jumping off of the Brooklyn Bridge is going to do that when he is a rock. Unless he's going to sink to the bottom and drown.
Yeah, that'd probably work if you just like don't give yourself enough time to get out and shit. But yeah, then like apparently there's a sideline that day. It's like actually, no,
the guy didn't see him on his way up.
Yeah. You know, I know the algorithm doesn't like the S word. We should say unaliving and go and delete that other one because it'll actually probably be an issue.
Yeah, you're right.
But here, I'm gonna do a weird arm thing to mark this point in the scene.
There's also a mark button I just added.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so, we'll remove those words and bleep them with algorithm-appropriate ones. But, there's a man about to take a swim from a very high place and not planning on coming back to shore, along with Ben, and he saves him, but inadvertently, unalives, the truck driver. That truck driver is not okay.
Right. Oh, dude, that was... There's no way he lives through that.
No, they're because he saves him, but drops him down the middle of this bridge. Then it's like, oh, I'll save you, and just causes this massive 80 car pileup, also containing some of the most explosive vehicles known to man, apparently.
Yeah, full of oxyacetylene tanks, and also just why is the Brooklyn Bridge so fragile in movies?
Yeah. I think we're watching a Final Destination from the wrong perspective here because just everything goes wrong. Everyone demonstrates their powers. We get naked Jessica Alba for a second because they do that as many times as they can in this movie, and I completely understand why.
Also, side note: why did they need to do that? I didn't understand why. She turns invisible to get through the crowd.
I guess she turned them all invisible to get through the crowd. I think that's what it was. It was very unclear.
But why did they need to be invisible to do that?
I don't... I was going back and wait, was the thing she just got naked and that was a distraction?
That was the only reason they did that. Had to be the only reason. Because, it shows her do that, they're on the other side of the crowd immediately, and she's like, all right, we made it. What was the fucking point of that?
Yeah, and it's she gets naked in her underwear and then goes back in and everyone's like, oh my goodness, naked Jessica Alba. Then does it again, and interesting too. Thing to note is they say well, what's your power leader on? She's like, oh, rage, anger, frustration, which we'll come back to that. But
one thing we did miss. The whole reason he's on the bridge. Mm-hmm. Is because Ben has the worst wife on the planet.
Yes, that was the breaking point. Yeah, Debs, I think this was her name.
What Debbie. The fuck? He calls her from a phone booth. I was like, I need you to come out front. As soon as she sees him, she's like, get the fuck away from our family.
Yeah, you are a monster. Go away. And and then shows up at the bridge, and he's like, maybe she's here. Nope, he was the right
everyone's
guy.
Cheering. He's like, and she's like, no, fuck you. Here's your ring.
Yeah, was she on the bridge with them, or did she see him and okay, no, I got to go completely break his heart?
Great
absolutely.
Question. I wouldn't doubt that it was the latter, because again, worst wife on the planet.
Yeah, irredeemable. There's no
they spend time establishing how great of a marriage they have. And they're you're so lucky you found her. You guys are perfect. Nope.
Yes. Yeah, and it's not even Michael Chiklis to that isn't that much of a downgrade. I mean,
unbelievable. And then, that super sad part where she sets the ring down, he can't pick it up with his giant fingers.
Yeah. No, there's a bunch of stuff in that. I didn't realize how much they focused how much on the tragedy of Ben's life in this, because there's so many little things in this movie where it's just
which is a good thing that that is a big focal point in the comics for a while.
In the beginning, because everyone else gets these god powers, and he got deformed in his eyes and can't function as a normal human anymore. Even when they get back to the building,
we never see or hear about his wife and family again.
No, they're just gone.
He's just okay, I'm done.
Yeah, but he does get love interests. That is one thing they
and that part was comic book accurate too, which I love.
Yes. But so they all go back to the Baxter building at that point. Ben can't go up the elevator because it's too heavy, so he's gonna take the stairs. It's just oh my god, he can't catch a fucking break in this. And yet again, Johnny makes a fucking fat joke at him.
He fucking sucks, man. He fucking sucks. And then during the testing, they're go. Do your flame on thing so we can test it, and then just melts what I'm assuming is a multi-million-dollar piece of equipment.
Yeah, no, it's solid titanium. You see on the outside, it's titanium, and you just and they're he's dude, stop. He's nah, go hotter. And then they say, don't do that again because you can actually ignite the Earth's atmosphere and kill everyone. And
you can turn into a supernova. And he was got it.
That's bad. It's like, oh god, we're all gonna die. And all while this is happening, the fallout from this like failed trip to space has like destroyed Doom's company.
Which made zero sense to me. They're
Yeah.
like, the movie starts with him on magazine covers as the most successful man on the planet, and I'm like, one space mishap, like they used to learn shit from that.
Yeah.
And they're just like, your stock's plummeting. Go fuck yourself. Everybody hates you now. And then
You made superheroes. How dare you? It's like not like
Right.
they wouldn't be like lining up like in droves, like do it again, do it again. Like, what did you do?
Yeah,
And,
it's a terrible reason for like they would have been like, you were in a space accident and made it back to Earth.
with everyone alive, oh my
Right.
god, like that's amazing. Like your safety systems are and redundancies are incredible. You got hit
Right.
with something we've never seen before and you lived. Like fucking market that angle.
Yeah. No, it didn't make any sense. They make one little quip there too about maybe you go back to Latveria, go back to the old country, and I'm like,
Yep.
that's how we hear about Latveria. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. And so he's slowly losing his mind in the background the entire time. Actually, not even slowly. It's like one little tiny push, and he's just like, okay, full evil now.
Yeah. He sees like his hair starts coming out, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah.
kill everyone.
Yeah, and like a little scar, and no, it's his doctor because he goes to his doctor, and he's like the one actual sane like physician in this entire movie. It's like, yeah, you're turning into something we've never seen before. This is really bad. We probably should quarantine you because
Right.
you could be infectious. And
Yeah.
he's like, nope, dead, and just kills him. It's just like, yep, well, I'm a bad guy now.
And apparently, no cops exist in New York in this universe.
Yeah.
He's just killing people willy nilly.
Well, dude, beyond the doctor, it's like, wow, the doctor died. Well, who was his last appointment? Some guy called Von Doom. Should we maybe talk to him? He did have a weird alien freak space mishap. This is like the shortest investigation known to man. Yeah, and then just starts like killing the CEOs of like the company that he's with, like
in parking garages and fully
Yeah.
lit parking garages.
pretty gruesomely too. Like there was like organs and bones. I'm like, is this a
Which
PG?
was a
Like,
little shocking for early Marvel.
Yeah, this is like, oh, that's actually what that would look like. Holy shit!
Right.
It's not just like a charred hole or like a dark spot like they normally pull. Yeah. So then, there's like the experimentation montage, and they're not making a lot of progress. Like at one point, because they're realizing that like there's not enough power, basically.
Yeah, he's got like the machine kind of built, but he's like, it's not ready yet.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's starting to rekindle his relationship with Sue. Doom shows up at the Baxter building and is like, hey, I'm rich. I have a bunch of testing stuff. Why don't you come home? And she's like, no. And I'm like, this is so tropey.
Yep.
He's just like, oh, okay, I'll go fuck myself then. We were going to get married, but whatever.
Yeah, like even a line, it's like it's like you can have any woman on the planet. It's like, why her? It's like, because she's the one I can't have. It's like, okay, he's fucking just full on sociopath here. There's no redeemable
Because
qualities in
Reed
this
likes
dude.
her, is pretty much that.
Yeah. He has it and I want it.
And yeah,
Yeah.
he gives up immediately. Also, Sue's whole issue with Reed Richards, the whole movie, is like the lamest thing ever. Like the reason they didn't work out is because I don't even really know. Like he was too analytical about the relationship.
No. It's stupider than that. She wanted to move in and he wasn't ready. Like it's literally the conversation. It's just like oh no, Jessica Alba wants to move in with me. Scary. It's just like,
So
dude,
dumb.
no, this is not believable in the slightest. No.
And just an abomination version of their relationship because they're supposed to be like the couple.
Mhm, yeah, they're supposed to be like Morticia and Gomez level in love, basically.
Right, exactly. Somewhere in this, they show they're not allowed to leave because they're still figuring out what's going on with them. Johnny Storm is watching TV and sees like a monster truck rally with dirt bikes and shit.
He's
And,
like, I need to go back to the real world. Like, oh, he's such a petulant child in this.
it shows up and does like what I remember being a really iconic thing from this movie in 2005. Maybe it was in the trailer or something, but he's riding around doing some dope tricks. Again, I don't understand what his life is. I don't know what his career is, that he's a space pilot,
known.
snowboarder, dirt biker.
Yeah. like man of the world. Like, yeah, it's just like he looks like he's like known like a real James Bond essentially. Like everyone just knows him. Like,
and yeah, he does a sweet. They're like, we want to see something new, and then he like does like a Superman on the bike, flips off, and then
completely
starts
fucks
to
it up.
kind of fly.
Yeah, he ignites, slams into the ground. Like, I don't think he flies until the very end. There's like a line. It's like, yeah, no, like,
yeah, whole movie he keeps insisting that he can fly, and everybody's like, yeah, whatever, dude. I'm like, why is that not believable?
Yeah, like that's where your limits are. Like a flying man, not the man made of stone or rubber or invisible woman. Like, I can't.
And then they all look up to the TV to see Johnny on TV, basically playing himself as the face of the Fantastic Four. And the only person that likes their name is Reed Richards. They're like, who's this? He's like, that's Mr. Fantastic. And he's like, oh, that was nice. And like, who's this? Your sister. And he's like, Invisible Girl.
He's like, girl.
And then, who's this? That is the Thing. I'm like, Jesus, Johnny.
Yeah, and it's like, we're the Fantastic Four. It's just like, wow, we're just like no organic to this. This is all Johnny's idea. All right, cool.
And then they make it through the city of New York to the place that's on TV in record fucking time.
Yeah, it's got to be like next door. Like that's the only way this like tracks out.
Same with the bridge, dude. Like travel is so unrealistic in this movie.
Yeah, because none of them can fly yet. Like they don't have a space car or anything like that. They're just they're superheroes. They can be anywhere they need to be. No, the one guy that's flying is always off doing some other shit, like the entire movie.
Oh, and Johnny has a Lambo apparently.
Had a Lambo.
I need so many explanations for what he has done in his life.
Yeah.
He comes outside and the Thing has turned it into a tight little ball, which I thought was dope.
Yeah, no, whoever got to work in that prop, that must have been so fucking fun to make.
Right?
Because it's just this like giant physical Lambo ball that like just gets like heaved onto the screen. Yeah, and then we enter what I like to call product placement plaza. That was a little rough there.
What's that?
There was just like so many. There was like an armor all. There was like he gets like knocked into the Whopper fucking sign.
Yeah,
like there's like drink ads everywhere. It's just like everything you see at every angle is a branded something. It's like this was like, okay, we need funding for this movie. We're gonna put it all here.
Yeah, I mean that's how you get a $90 million budget in 2005, dude.
Yeah, no, I think ESPN, the X Games, like this is all like name brand shit that was being thrown into this like they knew it's going to be a huge superhero movie.
And then they have it out in the street, and there's a moment with Sue Storm and Ben where he's like, "I'd give anything to be invisible." Slowly building the sense of resentment that he wants to be fixed, and nobody seems to give a shit. And then Doom comes in and capitalizes on that and is like, you know what he's doing right now? He's not researching. He's out fucking his girlfriend.
Yeah, it's like literally it's established like this is like the first like 15 minutes he's taken off since he started. He's like passed out on his fucking desk from working on this shit. And she's like, let's go get you some fucking food. And Doom's just like, my time.
And it has a full fucking camera system hooked up in the Baxter building apparently because he's watching them on camera. I'm like, how the fuck, dude? You told me. First of all, Reed Richards is called the smartest man alive in Marvel, and that is the thing in every Marvel. He's smarter than Tony Stark. He's smarter than Doctor Strange. He is the smartest man alive. No fucking shot he's not gonna notice cameras installed in there.
Yeah, and yet again, it's like if it was like traditional Doom, okay, cool, he's got methods that Reed doesn't know about, but this is like a fucking CEO, not even a tech bro CEO. This is like a 90s CEO.
Right.
Like you can smell the cocaine on him. Like there's not much like really going on like with him as a character at this point, besides me mad.
Well, and before he shows up, he's like slowly morphing to his whole body being metal, which is another thing I hate because in the comics, he just has awesome armor that he made. And he does have a mask, but he is not made of metal.
Oh, yeah, and it's like for your humanitarian contributions to the city, or to the country of Latveria, here is the most sinister fucking mask you've ever seen.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, talk about a Chekhov's gun. They keep showing that mask in a queue. I'm like, come on, man. But yeah, he gets Ben all pissed off. Sue and Reed come back, and he like starts to beat the shit out of Reed, and then he fucking wraps him up, and he's like, "Fuck you, Doom was right." They leave again, and then they all come back. Apparently, Ben and Doom. Oh, they go eat pie together, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't even know if they eat pie together. Like, it's almost like the next
in a diner
scene.
or something. But he comes in there and he's like hiding in the shadows because he's made of metal, and he's like, I can make it work, and then he does.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole thing. I guess he just like supercharges it with his electrical powers, and then conversely,
While simultaneously pulling the cosmic power.
yeah. So I'm guessing it was just like he like supercharged it. Then once it was done, he fucking sucked it all back up because it was like a different power source. But yeah, but Ben comes out all Michael Chicklist, like a
Yeah.
like
And
a
he's
like a
so good-hearted. He's immediately like sees him all made of metal and shit. He's like, "It worked. We can help you too." And he's like, fuck you."
yeah, just throws him into a wall, like not even like a hint of regret or like redemption.
And he goes 1 down, 3 to go, and then Sue and Reed walk in. And he's like, "Oh, there you are."
Yep. And then yeah, just goes full super villain. Like yeah, because he like knocks out because the Sue. No, he catches Reed because Reed comes back. Sue's not there because she comes later.
You're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
because he like captures him and freezes him.
Freezes him, yeah. And then also just had like his entire Doom cosplay ready. Like
Yeah.
it's not even like he put on like a green hoodie and like his suit underneath it or something like that. It's like there's a shoulder pauldron and a metal thing on his chest and like a full on felt cloak from like head. Like he was ready. Like he was planning this. Like
He's been waiting on the day. He saw that mask and was like, I'm gonna get something ready for this. I don't know what, but I feel like someday.
Yeah. Like he's been on Etsy. He's like, oh yeah, that looked good. I'll go those boots. Those boots. Like, there's nothing organic about his costume. It's just like this is my villain costume. Ha ha.
I didn't even think about the shoulder pauldron.
Yeah, dude. Where do you get pauldrons in 2005? That's what I'm asking, man. Like he had those things custom made and then killed the dude who made them, probably. But
He captures Reed, puts him in like a super cool chamber, keeps doing these things where he's like, Science 101, Reed, what happens when you super cool rubber? And like breaks his finger. And,
what happens when you superheat rubber? It was like in the next line, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, Sue sneaks in and like does the little thing invisibly, but he's just like waiting for her to move the switch and I think like shoots her into the wall with electrical powers. Johnny shows up and he like shoots a heat-seeking missile. Oh no, he shoots a heat-seeking missile at the Baxter building and Johnny has to like take it off to like not kill everyone. And then then
somehow or another they save the Thing. Yeah, he goes and retransforms himself almost immediately. He's Michael Chiklis
which also
for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, like how did he know how to operate that machine? Like
No idea.
It's because he's like it's constantly reinforced. Like I'm just a pilot. I'm not a science guy, but he knows how to work that thing that he's never worked on.
And if it didn't have enough power to change him back without Doctor Doom there, why does it now have enough power to change him again without Doctor Doom?
I don't know.
Zero fucking sense. But he shows up.
Shouldn't even work. Doom
Reed.
sucked all the power.
Right. Saves Reed. Does he take off? I'm trying to remember. Do they just take it to the street immediately?
I think they take it to the street immediately. He knocks Doom out of the window, and like they fight through the multiple levels in the pool and shit like that. And,
Yeah, he's like
end up in the trash truck, and then like there's that really cool practical trash truck like being fucked up from the inside effect.
right. Yeah, he's fucking somebody up with I can't remember which one of them. He's fucking one of them up with a telephone pole, and he's about to stab him through the heart. They're like, dude, and he's like, be right with you. I thought that part was funny. And then he's like, oh, here they are, the Fantastic Four. And then, they just go full science experiment.
Yeah, they do the wombo combo of all their powers at once.
Yeah, he does I think he does like a fire tornado and starts like fusing his all his metal shit together so the mask is on his face, and
Sue like fucking contains it, then the thing like breaks open a hydrant. Which the practical effect of him closing that too, I wrote that down, was so good. Like it's obviously like something real. And then
I think like Mr. Fantastic's only contribution was forming slightly a hose, and I'm like, he was already spraying that direction.
He's
like, I'm helping too.
They had to figure out how to get him in there somehow.
And then he turns into basically a statue of himself. and they saved the day. And there's a little cutscene of him getting shipped to Latveria by his like right hand man at the company for some reason, and all their phones start spazzing out like he's still alive in there.
Foreshadowing a sequel that will never happen.
There was a sequel, but it didn't include him.
Yep. Well, yeah, his story's done. He's just a statue forever.
So lame. I don't know why. Now we bring up Latveria. Why are we sending him to Latveria? We don't know.
Back to the home country to rest and recuperate? I don't know.
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know why they even tried to sneak that in, where that's supposed to be his whole thing. They did it so good without him even being in it in the new one, and I can't wait to get to that part. But all right, on to 2015 Fan 4-Stick, and holy shit, what a pile of fucking garbage!
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, I watched this one first, and I had never seen this one.
Me either.
And yeah, holy shit! Like, I think in my notes, I was like, 45 minutes, no powers yet.
Yep, I did the same thing, and then once they have powers, I'm like, how much of this movie? What are they about to do?
Yeah, and, like I think you see Reed like stretch like 5 times in this entire movie.
Yeah,
and like the Thing throws 3 punches, and Sue floats around a bit, and Michael B. Jordan is just kind of a dick the entire time. Like
it was so awful. So, Fan 4-Stick, 2015, director, this part explained a little bit to me. The director was Josh Trank, who directed Chronicle. Have you seen Chronicle?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like a superhero-esque movie.
Oh, no, you don't have to tell me about it. My aunt was part of the creation of that movie.
Really? I actually dug that movie a little bit. I didn't necessarily like the ending or anything, but the concept was super cool.
She did a lot of stuff. Yeah, Marty Noxon, if you haven't heard of her. She's
cool. Yeah, no, I'll check her out. But I actually did like Chronicle. I mean, it didn't end great, and it kind of went nowhere. Michael B. Jordan is in Chronicle, so it kind of makes sense. And the director style definitely makes sense. Runtime of 100 minutes. Budget of $120 million.
God, it felt longer than 100 minutes.
Dude, it was rough, man. Box office total was $168 million, so barely half of what its predecessor made, with a Rotten Tomatoes of 9% from critics and 18% from the audience. And what I have to say is, what the fuck, audience? We need to do better. This should be much, much lower.
Like, I'm trying to think what the justification is, but I mean, maybe some incels that dug Doom, but that's about it. Like,
I guess. I mean, there is like a couple bright spots in this movie that are nowhere near enough to save it. But
no. Like,
main cast was Miles Teller as Reed Richards, Kate Mara as Sue Storm, Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm, Jamie Bell as Ben, who I don't think I've ever even seen him in anything before this.
Yep, no. And,
Tony Kebbell as Doom.
And Tim Heidecker is Reed's dad.
Reed's dad. Reed's dad?
He's in it for he's in it for like 2 fucking seconds, but you know who Tim Heidecker is, right? Oh, Tim and Eric Awesome Show, great job. Like,
yeah, he's his stepdad, right?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck you doing, Reed? Like, that's his entire thing. I'm just like, is that fucking Tim Heidecker? What the fuck is he doing in this?
This one was also Fox, so I don't know if they're. I don't know. I don't understand why Fox tried to do it again, man. It was really weird, but it's terrible.
I think it was once again they were trying to like grappling hook onto the Marvel fucking hype train, because like they had this property and they had fucking Sony had Spider-Man, but like it's what they had. It's like when they were scabbering for resources back in the early 2000s after Iron Man fucking hit.
Yeah, dude. Once Marvel started pulling licenses away from all these people that had done something like this, it felt great.
Yep. and we got what we got today, so hey, it fucking works.
So the movie starts with if I had to call this something, by the way, I would call it like Fantastic Four Kids Bop Edition, because they're all children.
Yeah, for a decent chunk of the movie. And yeah, it definitely goes into like the he was always like this trope, fucking like he was always a super genius, even as a kid. And it shows that he's working on some kind of like interdimensional teleportation tech in his garage. He's like with 7 or 8.
Nintendo 64s.
Oh yeah, that was cool. I won't lie. The Nintendo 64 server rack was fucking cool, and I saw it for like a fraction of a second, and wrote it down, and they focused on it more later. Like, oh, that is actually sick. But I don't know if that would actually work. But I guess if you like linked all the processors together, I guess you got like fucking decently powerful.
Yeah, maybe.
Computer.
I don't know. That might have been. It looked cool. It certainly looked.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, he meets Ben because he goes to his family's junkyard looking for a power core or some shit. And
yeah, transformer or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
comes with him to see the experiment, and they transport like a Hot Wheels car, and there's some rocks there afterwards. They're like, it worked. And then it cuts ahead to them at a science fair, and doing the same thing, but they figured out how to teleport it back.
Yep.
And the same teacher he had in school, it was like, this will never work. It was like, you're a fucking asshole, Reed. You're kicked out of the science fair. I'm like, what?
Yeah. No, it's just like, this isn't science. This is a magic trick. I'm like, bitch, even if like you didn't do it perfectly, he just made a miniature sun in front of you. It's like, it's a plasma inductor, nothing else. This is a high school science fair. What the fuck is your problem? Just a spiteful old, like, little-minded bald teacher. And then, yes, Sue Storm and her, I think it's her dad in this?
Yeah, her adopted dad, for some reason, are at the science fair, at a high school science fair.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're talent scouting, but, like, if they were talent scouting, like, they see his thing, they're like, oh, we're working the same thing, and she pulls out a thing of, like, sand from another universe. I'm like, why do you... Like, are you stalking them? Did you know about this? Like, why do you have that?
Well, they say,
like,
we heard you figured out the part we couldn't, which is to bring something back. And I'm like, so, hold on. These people at, like, at a prestigious university have heard Reed Richards in the middle of fucking nowhere has figured out teleportation, but his science teacher is like, bullshit.
Yeah, and it's isn't like a big, like, science competition. This is, like, the auditorium of his high school. Like, it doesn't, like, they must have been watching him. That's the only thing that makes sense up to this point, even though it's not elaborated on. Like,
right.
Because they're just like, oh, we're here, and we're doing the same thing you're doing. Look! And she holds up the thing, and it's like, you just carry that? Like, this other dimensional sand with you wherever you go? I mean, okay.
Like, we're going to give you a scholarship or whatever to come to the Baxter building and work on this stuff, which is, just like, why is this the Baxter building?
Yep.
And...
Oh, it's better than Central City at the end.
Dude, yeah, what the fuck? I got so excited when I heard Central City, and then I saw it, I was like, what?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so this jumps, oh god, it jumps around so much and accomplishes nothing. So basically, he goes to school, meets Victor Von Doom, who is a sweaty Redditor in a computer room somewhere.
Dude, it's like, they're like, we need to bring him back. And it's like, well, why did he leave? Well, he set the servers on fire last time he disagreed with us. And
also, he's super creepily into my daughter and vocal about it and creepy about it.
Yeah. It's like, will Sue be there? Yeah.
Like, yes,
okay.
My daughter will be there. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Dude, oh my god. And he's just told, like, humanity should burn. They're not even worth saving. Like, before anything happens, like, he's like this fucking, like, doomer fucking, like, incel. Like,
it's gross. It made my fucking skin crawl. So much worse than 2005's version.
Yeah.
So yeah, they get him to come help with the project. There's a little cutaway to Michael B. Jordan racing a shitty Toyota and wrecking it, and his dad picking him up from the hospital. Like, this is the last fucking time you're gonna come work at my science lab. You're a genius too. And I'm like, what are we doing? Why is everyone a fucking genius?
No. They even go like, he can build anything. Like, the only example of anything you've shown is he blew up 3 seconds after he started using it. Like, I don't think can build anything. Like,
it's so dumb. They're all there. Honestly, not a whole lot worth touching on. There's a little bit of montaging and.
Oh yeah, dude, that was so bad because they all hate each other. Then like, there's like, we're having Chinese food together. What the hell was that? Something on fire?
The light fell down.
Oh shit! It looks like something was on fire. But yeah, they do this like little like wow, we're all laughing with each other montage, and now we're friends, kinda, and just no emotional growth between any of these characters whatsoever. It's like the shortest.
And the little moment between Reed and Johnny Storm where they're like kind of cool immediately as he walks in. He's like, hey, do you know how to weld? And he's like, sure, buddy. What do you need? And I'm like, wait, why does everyone know how to weld?
Yeah. Oh, and also the first
you pick up during science.
Also, it's a plot important, but the first time Reed tries to flirt with Sue, he just like tries to mansplain fucking 80,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Oh my God, we have to touch on this. This whole fucking pattern recognition thing, and I keep seeing this thing coming up in movies. Willem Dafoe was like slightly autistic in Boondock Saints and investigated murder scenes while listening to music. And every time I see somebody try to pull this fucking trope off, I hate it. She's like,
let me engage my autism powers.
Oh my God. She's like, yeah, I recognize patterns, and that's why I like music. It's just a bunch of patterns. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
It was terrible. And then, yeah, like throughout the movie, every time they're like, we need you to figure this out. She's like, I'm going to need music. I'm like, ah. So, yeah, he flirts with her, and that's so gross. And she's like, I know your pattern. You just want to be famous. He's like, no, I don't. That's that.
Yep. Yeah.
Like I said,
no chemistry at all.
They don't build anything with any of these people. Human fucking Torch has like zero charisma. He's kind of a prick.
Yeah, his entire plot line is, I want to be a weapon for the military. Like,
yeah, dude. So yeah, they figure out the fucking machine. They montage the shit out of it. He's like, I want to bring my buddy from high school here, and they're just like, okay, bring him to space too. They all
it's stupider than that. So first of all, the we thought you were a Toad guy from fucking Brother Where Art Thou? I always forget his name. Like,
oh yeah, who ends up playing leader, and
and so he's like the government liaison to this whole thing, and like they're able to teleport a monkey there to their universe and back that they're like trying to port into, which is okay. Another fucking thing. Fantastic Four is the power cosmic. It's space. It's radiation. What are we doing here? Other dimension. Not even close.
No saving grace in this, dude.
But yeah, so they send like, and in the jankiest fucking like transportation pod ever. It literally looks like oil barrels welded to a fucking space lander.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, okay, monkey's gone. He came back. Great, you guys are done. You're the research team, so we're gonna get like actual professional astronauts here to do this. And they're like, what? No, we did it. I'm like, you are all a bunch of, besides Michael B. Jordan, a bunch of pasty-ass nerds who will fucking die the second you fucking trip over a shoelace.
Why don't you want the incel, the almost dropout, and the guy that wrecks his car racing to go do it for us?
And a random guy that just showed up today.
Yeah, a random guy, I don't get it.
So they're all mad, and they get drunk and decide to drunkenly go to another dimension.
Dude, the Fantastic Four is supposed to be like 4 parts make a whole. They're a family.
Yeah.
They're like recognized and loved by the universe. And this movie just said, fuck all that. Drunk children that just fucked around. And, oh, God, yeah. So they go to this other dimension where there's green stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
And they stick their hand in the fucking green stuff.
The second they get there, Victor's acting weird. It's like, do you feel it? This place is alive. It's talking to me. I'd be like, okay, we're going back now. We planted the flag. Victor back in the pod. And they're like, no, let's keep going. Not even like, let's wander 100 feet away and look. Like, let's scale this vertical fucking rock face without equipment. And then go poke this glowing green thing all the way fuck over there. And, the whole world they're on starts to explode. They touch the green thing, the ground cracks. Victor gets splashed with all this fucking shit when they're running back. Falls into his death.
Yep.
And
the old trope, you didn't see him die, so he's not dead. And you know immediately when you hear his name, he's not dead. But
yeah.
They all come back. They're like, what the fuck? You guys are in so much trouble. Also, I don't know why Sue didn't go. So
Sue gets in the room. Yeah, she's like in the room trying to get them back because the whole fucking signal cut off because there's no one to bring them fucking back, which they thought.
She's like, you guys know how much trouble you're in? Like, really, right now? You got to do that right now?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, they had to really make a stretch there of how she got touched by this and got powers.
Yeah, she gets hit in the back blast when they come. Oh yeah, and so the powers are all thematic again, where a bunch of rocks get into Ben's like pod and start like attaching himself to him, and
a borderline horror scene, dude.
Yeah, I want to say like that 15 minutes of the movie from like when they start changing to it is like some effective body horror. Like it's like Cronenbergian. Like it was.
And then they really take that dark tone and run with it, and I hated it.
Yeah, but like again, I feel like there was something there. If they had leaned into that more earlier in the movie and told us this was going to be like a darker rendition of it, but it just kind of comes out of fucking nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Where like Johnny's like screaming on fire. Like, it's literally the joke from fucking the Venture Brothers, where it's like, oh yeah, he bursts into flames when oxygen hits him and it hurts him. It's just like we're just doing that legitimately. Yeah, like
Yeah, he's
Ben
screaming
is like
and burning. Ben's screaming under rocks. Reed turns and sees his body stretched out, and he screams and passes. It's so bad.
Sue's just kind of flickering, and no one really. She seems fine, but yeah, there's like pretty effective like body, like when he's on the table, and like when like Ben's in the room, still like half encased in rock and trying to rip himself out of his fucking like shell, and
right.
Yeah, and talk about different accommodations. They went from like 5-star fucking hotel in the fucking '05 one to like a black site in Area 51.
Yeah. They wake up and he's like, again, horror like stretched out, like they've got him pinned down like a fucking frog they're dissecting, and he figures out how to get out, crawls through the ducts, sees Ben as the thing now. Ben sees him, and he's like, "Don't fucking leave me!" And he's like, "Fuck you!"
It's like, "Oh, I'll be back, I promise."
It shows the Human Torch, and he's just like losing his shit, bursting into flames. He looks horrific, not cool at all. The 2005 version did it way better. He looks scary. Like, he's got fucking deep fiery holes for his eyes and mouth.
Yeah, it looks like he's like burning from the inside. Like, it's insane. Like, so Reed fucks off into the snow, and then I think we get a 1 year later, another fucking at the third time skip of the movie, if I believe.
Yep.
And it's not like there's anything cool we could have seen in that year, like them learning how to use their powers and interacting with things for the first time. Like, I don't know, like, what the deal was, because like we keep seeing the same fucking like 5 seconds of Ben fucking up a tank, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like multiple times in the movie.
They had a decent budget, so zero reason for not making more of that footage. Honestly, the thing in this I thought was kind of cool. Like the way he looked and everything, how he's all big, and I mean,
they just did nothing. Like there's like literally like 10 seconds of shaky cam combat footage that's like on repeat in the background of this entire fucking movie. Then like there's the fight with Reed, which is literally one fucking move, and there's the fight with Doom, which is literally one fucking move.
Yeah, they show. Like you said, Michael B. Jordan totally leaning into it, wants to be a weapon for the government. Their liaisons trying to sell them to the government as we have these super soldiers now. Awful. And then they need Sue to help figure out where Reed is. And that's when you get the whole, she's staring at all these computers. She's like, I need music. And it's like,
just full beautiful mind moment.
Fucking awful.
And the only reason she knows he's here is because of he mansplained fucking Captain Nemo to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they find him. Oh, and he fucking uses his powers to shapeshift into a Latino man.
Yep. Yeah, and then there's like I want to say a 45-second fight scene where he like slingshots 4 guys. And then
he, like, Stretchy runs through the forest, and it's all for nothing. And then they bring him back to the black side.
Yeah, and like the fight with him and Ben is just, Ben goes like, "Hey, Reed," fucking like hits him in the head, and it's done, like just unconscious instantly, which is not how Mr. Fantastic works.
Yeah, I also want to know how his stretchiness to shift his face into the Latino man made his pigment darker, but whatever.
He stretched the melanin cells.
I guess that was so bad. That was so cringy.
Yeah. I mean, Superman had super Chinese face powers one time in the Silver Age. So.
I thought of that. You telling me that when that happened. I was like, oh, Jesus. How is this one more politically incorrect than the one that came out 10 years prior?
Dude, I mean, brown face, like, seems to not completely have gone out of style. Like, do you remember Baby Geniuses? Like, that series of movies?
Yeah.
So, they continued that with TV movies, essentially. And there's straight up like John Voight doing like, I don't know, I think a European audience, but like apparently it was like Italian and dubbed, but yeah, the fucking John Voight is in that shit doing like straight up yellow face with like the eye tape and like brown face with like a turban and Indian, and like that was like 2017.
Wow. Wow, man.
Yeah, brown face is...
Sounds like there's a John Voight, huh? Jesus Christ, dude.
I know. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Are you that desperate for money? Jesus. I know your daughter won't talk to you anymore, but goddamn.
So they bring Reed in, and they're like, we've been trying to figure out how to do it again. And he's like, oh, yeah, you just got a little problem with your code here. And they're like, there's no way it's that simple. And it was.
Yeah, no, not even a problem with the code. It's out of order, like the sequence.
Yeah.
Like, they've flipped steps 2 and 3. Like, that's all, and no one can figure that out.
So they go capture him and drag him against his will into this place just for that moment. And they're like, okay, we got to figure it out. We're going to send people over there again. They're all watching the feed. And
and Ben fucking hates him now. He's like, I'm not your friend, which is, yet again, antithesis of fucking Fantastic Four. Like, Ben is fucking ride or die for Reed. Like,
fucking awful. Fucking terrible. Shows the feed of the astronauts get to this, or whatever they're called, dimension guys, and they see
Planet Zero. That's what they call it, Planet Zero.
Right.
Yeah.
They couldn't even play on the 616 shit from the comics. They couldn't even do that. Like, come on, man.
Oh, and I was sure those fucking guys were getting red shirted, like, as soon as fucking, like, shit started going on in the alternate dimension. Apparently not, like, but yeah, I was expecting too much, like, Doc Ock fucking surgery in the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans, but yeah, I hope for too much. But yeah, they send, like, an actual competent team of scientists this time.
And they see a guy standing there in a green cloak. Where the fuck did the green cloak come from?
The planet gave it to him. I don't know.
What the fuck?
We're 2 for 2 on spontaneously generating green cloaks here.
They see this guy standing there, and no panic whatsoever. No, like, why is there somebody here? They're like, sir, you need help? I'm like, what?
Like, yeah, probably. You think?
And it's Dr. Doom, and he fucks these guys up and then runs and takes their shit back.
He's not even Dr. Doom.
They bring him back.
He's not even Dr. Doom. He's research lab assistant Doom in this. Like, he's not a doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't think anyone's a doctor. Fucking Reed's not a doctor. Sue isn't a doctor. Doom isn't a doctor. They're all, like, fucking grad students.
Zero goddamn effort to stick to anything about these people. So they bring him back. They're like, oh, your shit fused to your body, but we're working on a way to fix that. And also, worst Doom ever. Like, it shows him on the table. He looks just like a robot. Like, not even...
Yeah. No, and beyond that, like, his motivations, his personality, like, this is not fucking Doom. This is, like, a dude who happened to be called Doom who had some other shit happen to him.
And they're like, Victor, he's like, it's Doom now. And he's got, his face is all melted. It just looks like a robot. Barely even looks menacing.
And, you want to talk about inconsistent, fucking vague powers from the 05 movie. What the fuck are his powers here?
No clue, because he like shoots a green bolt, which is like, that's a thing I've seen in the comics. But then he's just like, I'm just gonna like deconstruct your body now. Reaches his hands
from
out
the inside, and you just bleed and fucking like decompose and shit. And and he's like, oh, the other place is going to die if this place lives, so I'm gonna kill this place so the other place can live. But that's the only explanation we get.
Yep,
it's like
he runs through the hallways, fucking people up. The Fantastic Four, like, barely assembles. Human Torch almost kills his sister.
Yep. Yeah, if that was anyone else that came around that corner, Human Torch is a fucking murderer.
Yeah, dude.
Like imagine that was just, like, some innocent, like, lab assistant woman just fucking, like, trying to get out of this situation. He's just like, ah!
Just, whoops.
We're in the boys now. We just, like, A-training people. Like,
so he gets, like, he's just walking through, fucking people up. Runs back to his planet and is like overcharging the thing to blow up the Earth, kind of.
Yeah, it's we get early 2010 Sky Portal, which like everything was fucking a Sky Portal back then.
Yes, the beam, the goddamn blue beam.
Okay, it's established earlier in the film that when Reed did the dimensional transportation thing, like if he had fucked up at all when he was 8, he would have like destroyed the planet via a black hole. So basically, Doom is just like pushing that with his magic other world planet powers that just give him god control over this universe. Apparently, it's literally just like watching like Cell and Dragon Ball Z. He's just like fucking like, and just like lifting shit up with his mind and like making this like arcane technological structure out of like rock.
Right.
And just, it starts sucking New York or wherever the fuck the Baxter Building is into it.
I don't even know. It seems almost in Washington, but it's sucking trees up, cars up. Lots of innocent civilians get sucked up into this other dimension. Sue Storm puts up like a bubble to like stop them from going all the way, but they all drop out of the sky and die.
Yep. Yeah, the kill count of this one was way higher than I think any of the other two movies.
And they just like they do the cliche thing of where they all one by one go, no, I'm gonna stop him. No, I'm gonna stop him. Whoops their ass in like 2 seconds, and they're like, okay, we have to work together. Oh my God! I swear to God, they would have said it with that exact enthusiasm and cadence too.
Oh yeah. Also, we get clobbering time, which is apparently what Ben's abusive older brother used to say when he beat him. So that's his victory combat cry.
Why did everything have to be so trauma coded? Why?
I know.
Like I said, once I saw this Chronicle, I got it a little bit that everything was like, yeah, but also it has to be like shitty and dark and make you kind of sad that you watched it.
Did you see what Snyder's doing? You got to do exactly what Snyder's doing.
So bad. And then the fight lasts literally like
30 seconds.
What, this movie's 100 minutes long? You're probably 90 minutes into the movie before this fight happens. And I don't even remember what they necessarily do to stop him. They're like, we gotta work together.
Yeah, like Reed talks to him to distract him. Johnny blasts him with fire. Sue turns the thing invisible. The thing runs in, fucking uppercuts him into the beam, and he just fucking disintegrates in the beam, and that's it.
Again, this epic villain that is supposed to be like god-level powers at points in the comics kills Thanos, rips his spine out. They're just like, nah, we just punched him into that blue thing, and he's dead forever.
Yep.
Cool. Awesome fucking movie. And then they do a little thing where they come back. They see Central City, which is just a huge room.
Yeah, it's the Google headquarters in fucking like the middle of fucking nowhere, basically. Like
and then they're like, well, now that we're a team, we need a name. He's like, what about Torch and the Torchettes? And they're like, nah. And then Ben goes, I don't know, but this looks fantastic. He's like, what did you say? And I'm
it's like, what about the
fucking throat?
Yeah. Then cuts to fucking black, and that's the end of the movie. Just such a nut punch of a fucking
There's
movie.
no way they didn't know by this point in the movie that there was never going to be another one.
No.
So bad. I cannot say enough bad things about it. Just top to bottom garbage. Well, you know, when I started it for a minute there, I was like, comic book fans can be pretty atrocious when something's remotely off. So maybe this isn't going to be as bad as I thought it was. It was the second I saw Doom that I was like, no.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, because like when I went back and watched the 05, I'm like, okay, like my view on this is a bit better than it was back in the day. I kind of like I see some merit and some points to this and the style they were going for. And this was just like, I want my 90 minutes back, please.
Yeah. I think the best thing this movie did was make the 05 version look better.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, as soon as he looks gross, sitting in a room, staring at computers and like, Victor, we need you. And I'm like, I'm done.
Really?
I am out. I am done with this. What do you need him for?
Yeah, the guy that fucked up, and you have the guy that figured it out and all the infrastructure. Why do we need to bring him back?
No mention of Latveria. He's, like you said, he's not a doctor. He's not shit. His powers don't make sense. None of this made sense. Michael B. Jordan's Human Torch didn't make sense.
Yeah, because even then, like, Johnny's supposed to be, like lighthearted, like, fucking jokester. He's just like,
right.
I want to be a war machine and kill people. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, Michael B. Jordan, calm down.
There's no relationship between him and the Thing. Barely a relationship between him and his adopted sister. Why did we need to do that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Reed Richards fucking sucks. He's supposed to be the leader of the Fantastic Four and eventually the Avengers. And
yeah, he just fucks off for, like, half the movie.
He can't lead shit. He's just a big blubbering bitch the entire fucking movie.
Yeah.
And then they kind of try to hammer that in, like shoehorn it in at the end. They're like, well, you're in charge now. I'm like, for what? No. Awful. Well, time for a goddamn palate cleanser because this year, Fantastic Four First Steps came out. Directed by Matt Shakman, who also directed WandaVision, which I fucking loved. Runtime of 114 minutes, budget of 200 mil. So far, at least when I made this, they made 218 million, which I believe would have been their first weekend. Let's see what they're at now, actually.
Because, yeah, I mean, there was still a pretty packed theater when I was there, and that was the 3D IMAX one, so that was like the more expensive screening.
Let's see. What the hell? I sort of got every fucking story ever now. I have to like scroll through so much shit just to see the one thing in the title.
Hold on 1 second. There's music in the background here, and I don't want to get us copyright claimed. What the hell is that? Alexa, stop. I activated Alexa at some point in our conversation.
So currently, at least according to this story from Screen Rant, their global box office is sitting at 249.9 million. Which is pretty damn good for 2 weeks in. So far, Rotten Tomatoes has an 88% from critics, 93% from audience. Just so much better.
Yes.
Pedro Pascal plays Reed Richards. Vanessa Kirby is Sue Storm. Joseph Quinn is Johnny. And Iban Mosk-Bakarich is Ben. And Ralph Ineson is Galactus, which I thought was awesome. I didn't know that until after I watched it. Ralph Ineson did that. But that was also they did practical effects for that. They had an actual suit for him, and then obviously did some effects to make him huge. But yeah, it showed him in the suit, and it looked epic, dude.
Yeah, maybe that's why I felt so much weight and movement and shit to it.
You're so cool. But yeah, this was obviously made by the MCU, and boy, oh boy, what a treat after Fan Force Stick.
Oh, I know. We had to slog through to get to this. I mean, 05 wasn't that bad, but 15. I guess, basically every 10 years we get a Fantastic Four movie, I just realized.
Yeah, I didn't even, that is dope. That's awesome.
25.
35 is going to be fucking lit.
Yeah. But yeah, another one very similar to the new Superman is we're into it. We are in the established universe. Yeah, we're
not fucking around with origin stories ever again.
Yeah. I think they literally do the same thing where it's you all know the story, cosmic rays, space, change. Here we go. It's
I thought that was so cool. They just do a montage of all the stuff they've done throughout the years, which looks so cool.
Yep.
Shows them fighting Mole Man, fighting all these.
Oh, that was great.
The part where Mr. Fantastic stretch kicks that monkey into the water.
Yeah, and it's super apes.
So yeah, it's set in a 1960s adjacent Earth. They're in Earth 9999 or whatever it is.
Yeah. It reminds me a lot of if the Fallout universe, if the bombs hadn't fell.
Exactly. I love that vibe so much.
It's retro futurism, the Jetsons kind of a vibe in a weird way. All these giant round buildings perched on these little stalks and
super Jetsons coded. It was amazing. The whole vibe of the movie. Even their suits are sweaters.
Yeah. Oh no! When you're looking at the crowd, it's a bunch of 1960s fucking.
They got the hats, the jackets.
Yeah, it looks like Austin Powers, fucking in a lot of this, the fucking teeny or the I can't remember what the Rockers and the Mods or whatever it was. That whole beehive hairdos and super bright polka dots.
Yeah,
and all
Johnny, who is still a heartthrob in this movie, without being a total fuckboy. By the way, I love that he's just he's beloved by women everywhere, but he's totally not. He's not Chris Evans.
No, the chemistry between Johnny Storm and Ben in this was so fucking good.
It was fantastic, dude. Right out of the gates, the chemistry they have in the scenes where they're fighting together also opens on. They must have just got done with fighting or something, because Reed Richards is looking for Bactine or whatever.
Iodine,
yeah, yellow iodine, and Sue Storm's taking a super advanced pregnancy test.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. It's the technology in this is both retro and super advanced. Because there's some things. Yeah, there are a few things where I'm okay, you need to explain you had that before you just fucking showed it to us. But okay. But yeah,
she's pregnant, and it's so beautiful how they introduce Reed Richards' personality, that he's you almost think that he's not happy about it, but you can tell Sue knows him so well that she's just waiting for him to get through all his calculations, because he's okay, we're going to need to fortify the building. We're going to need to prepare for this. And she's like, read,
Yeah.
read, read. He's like, this is amazing. I'm like, oh, just warmed my heart to just have a happy, goddamn Fantastic Four family.
Yeah, no, it felt like a family, because then, like, the next scene is they go to dinner, and, like, Ben's there in his Sunday best, like, in a sweater vest, and, like, he's not, like, the naked
Herbie
things. Yeah, with Herbie and Johnny, and they're, like, making a really good, like, fucking pasta sauce, and they're late. And the second they come in, like, they're like, you're acting weird. And, like,
yeah, because he says, you're late, and she's like, what?
Yeah.
And Ben's the one that just stares her down. First of all, right away, I do love the thing. It was like they took what was great about the 2005 version, the little bit of good from the design of the Thing in 2015, and made this very perfect middle ground between the two.
Yep.
He looks way more like the Thing from the comics and a lot less human the way the Thing does.
Yeah, the ridge on his head, yeah.
It was great. And, I mean, again, yeah. I would have loved to hear his voice a little more grovelly.
Yeah.
But I didn't care.
No, exactly, yeah. And he just looks at her and she's like, what? He's like, you're fucking pregnant. She's like, how'd you know? And then there's just like this huge celebration, like everyone's so fucking happy.
No drama, nobody being shitty to each other. They're just all so happy. And he's like, we're going to be the best uncles. You're in way over your head.
Yeah. No. She's like, you're going to be the best mom. Yeah. And she's like, you're going to be the best dad. It's like, actually, you're way in over your head, but we're going to be here for you.
It's great. There's right out of the gates, they establish that the first family of Marvel is indeed that. They are a family. And yeah, people forget the Fantastic Four was around before Spider-Man. They were the first goddamn thing. They're supposed to be super important. And they love each other.
I love Sue Storm, and she's like such a great character.
Dude, that was the other thing. This movie did Sue Storm right, because in the comics, she is like borderline Omega level powers. She can do so much more than be hot and invisible. And
she has like this quiet confidence, and like she's like sure of herself and super smart.
And the way they made her a mother in this was just dope.
Exactly.
So they find out she's pregnant. You're gonna have to help me a little bit with this because you just fucking saw it. But
yeah, I think they do
cut
forward a little bit after we find out she's pregnant, because I remember like the vast majority of this, she is heavily pregnant.
Right. And Johnny and Ben both keep kind of looking towards the spaceship, like they really want to go to space again.
Yeah, they're like, what probably ain't gonna happen because fucking a baby's on the way, and they're we're gonna have to be uncles and not be explorers. And they're both a little sad about that. And one thing that keeps happening is they keep getting these weird transmissions from space.
Right.
Like this
they're
weird,
recording on vinyl.
Golden vinyl. And like that
so
dome
cool.
Fucking record player that like is like you see in all those fucking like 60s fucking bachelor pads. And like Johnny's just super, like, he doesn't know what they are, but he thinks they're cool. And that's the other thing, Johnny is fucking smart in this. Like, he's not a fucking bumbling idiot like everyone else. Like, he's not as smart as everyone else.
They kind of treat him like he is, but and then he's like, see, I'm smart sometimes.
Yeah, and like, I'll say, like, he's probably, weirdly enough, as like, in a contrast to the other ones, he's the most emotional intelligence of like, in anyone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
well, and another thing I loved is they could have done the whole tropey thing where everybody keeps, like, insinuating he's not as smart as Reed or them, and he could have been like, fuck you guys, and gotten all pissed and left, but he's just like, I'm gonna figure this shit out.
Yeah, he's like, no, he's doing some important shit. I got this one.
Right.
But they I think there's like a bit of the world building goes on there, and we get like that's where we get like the flashbacks to their history. Ben has the hots for Rebecca Leone.
Natasha Leone.
Natasha Leone, yeah, that was kind of random.
Which is not the blind lady from the comics, but I loved that whole relationship. Oh, I love that they established that Subterranean exists. Mole Man.
Yeah, Subterranea. Yeah, it's like, I don't trust humans, but I trust Sue Storm. I'm like, that's going to come back later in the film.
There's a little moment where Sue Storm is at like essentially a UN meeting. The first time she's there, they don't really say what the meeting's about. She's just doing a meeting at the UN, and it shows a part where Latveria is not there.
Yeah. I think it's like
shit. That might have actually happened later, but I thought it was important. It does happen later because it's when they're like assembling the world's resources, and it cuts to the crowd again. But there is a part at the beginning where she is at a UN thing and they're walking out and they're like, she's like, so and so is coming up to talk to you. She just turns invisible.
Yeah, disappears. There's a bit of a montage, and then they cut to, I think it's about it must be about 9 months later, because Sue's pretty heavily pregnant.
Yeah, it shows them baby proofing the back and everything.
Exactly, and planning everything.
He keeps doing all these tests. Super cool part where he's like, I want to look at the baby again. She's like, okay, then just look, and makes her stomach
Belly invisible.
So fucking cool.
Super fine, and they have great controller powers. And then there's some kind of warning, a high-speed object's coming towards Earth, and we get the female Silver Surfer.
Holy shit, did she eat in this fucking movie. That speech gave me chills, dude. And it's so simple. I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald Galactus. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, and she's just like, rejoice, be merry, have fun, because your days are numbered, so enjoy them while you can. And then
did you ever see the Rise of Silver Surfer that happened right after 2005 Fantastic Four?
Yes, but once a long time ago.
So they kind of have a carbon copy of that scene, but I thought it was a little better. I like this Johnny Storm way better, but he chases her up into space, and then he grabs her board, she says something to him, and then his flames go out, and he falls back down.
Yeah, there's no oxygen in space, which is a plot point a couple of times, yeah.
So cool.
And and then not wanting to sit around and wait, they're like, we gotta go figure out what the fuck is going on. So they start tracking her energy signature and realizing it's showing up on all these planets that have disappeared. So okay, this is real.
Right.
And they're like, okay, we need to go check this out. I'm like, how are you gonna check this out? Oh, they have a spaceship. I'm like, but wait, how close are these things? Like how fast can you get the ship ready? 20 hours. I'm like, this thing is just ready to go at any time, huh?
Yeah. So I love how it's so close to the goddamn city, though. They take off from the coast of what is basically New York. I'm like,
there's a ferry that goes around the fucking island that this fucking rocket's on. And very cool, triangular, sleek, ultra retro futurism
really
rocket.
Cool spaceship. And then what happens after is incredibly cool of how they travel space.
Yeah, because it's okay, so what are they doing? Then link up to the faster than light engine. Whoa, okay, hold on a second. We have faster than light travel and 1960s technology existing at the same time.
The way they do it is so cool too. They fly out to space and dock into this thing that then just warps through a fucking wormhole. I love the docking thing that they had to. That the spaceship itself didn't do that. They have to get into the dock thing.
Yep. Yeah, and they come up on the far side of this planet. They're like, okay, where's Galactus? And the fucking planet just rips open from the inside. And you see fucking Galactus' ship, which is
immediately just so much presence from.
Yeah, which I'm glad too, because I was worried that they were just gonna do giant floating dude Galactus, just floating through space T-posing, But they actually gave him this fucking ship, which is great because that's a huge part of his character.
Right.
And they get a tractor beamed inside after a brief struggle.
Yeah, there's a part where the tractor beam scans them and then hones in on Sue's belly, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, then the Herald comes and it's yeah, y'all fucked up. You shouldn't have come here.
Yeah, we'll see you, but it's bad news.
They take the lair of his ship, and the scale they got in Galactus was fucking great, because it's so easy to misrepresent that, but just they come to this little platform and they're just okay, where is he? And just the background moves.
I loved it, the way they shot it, and then the way his eyes just that is fucking Galactus. Which is another thing that Rise of the Silver Surfer fucked hard, was Galactus was just a cloud.
Yeah, he's just a big space mouth.
And it's great. And he gives this whole speech of so you came to ask for mercy, and they're like, we came to negotiate. They won't even say we want mercy.
Yeah.
And he's
all right, let's negotiate.
Yeah, he's like, give me your fucking baby. And they're like, nah.
Yeah, and they're like, why, though? He's like, oh yeah, he's gonna be as powerful as me, and I can give him my eternal hunger for planets so I can fucking rest.
Which is great that they're already foreshadowed, because Franklin Richards in the comics is basically God.
Yeah, he's a whole fucking can of worms into himself.
And I loved the whole time they're talking, Johnny's just essentially scanning
he's just looking around. Yeah,
Because as soon as they're like, no, we're not going to do that, he's like, no questions asked. He's not waiting for her to order anything. He just goes, all right. And then takes off and fucking knocks off all these little connectors full of lava and like actually does some damage.
Yeah, because that's like the only, like, because he's eternally hungry, and I guess the lava is his food essentially. So like, if you like, knock those ports off him, he like fucking staggers for a second.
And then they're running back to the ship, and he's the only one that can even like do something to her. Oh, and the thing, he lays her the fuck out.
Yeah. But yeah, even then, like, the whole thing where, like, his hand comes down the fucking staircase after them and just fucking, like, just misses them. It's a great fucking shot. And
there was a little dig here, I think, at the 2000 whatever version with Silver Surfer, because the whole time he's like, is she part of the surfboard? Is the surfboard part of her? Is that how she gets her powers? And then they knock her off the board and she still fucks them up. And he's like, okay, it's not the board.
Yeah. Even later, it's like, he's like, explaining, like, the board is not part of her body. He's like, explaining to someone later.
And they get on the ship, and she starts surfing through the cosmos, chasing, which was amazing.
Yeah, like at first, like, okay, warp speed, we're safe, and then she just fucking like blamp, like right behind, like, oh shit, we're not safe.
Yeah, dude, that was so cool.
Yeah, like Johnny's like
Silver Surfer is supposed to be like one of the fastest things in the universe in the comics.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
Yeah, and then they're just like trying to shoot her, and the beams aren't fucking working because of space time, and eventually they figure out they're gonna like trap her at the edge of a black hole, which will like give them a month to
and
like.
Sue's going into labor the whole time.
Yeah. While they're orbiting a black hole, yeah, Sue's in active labor, and they're like, okay, after your next contraction, make the ship invisible.
And I love that she turns to Johnny full mom mode already and goes, Johnny, kill her. She's trying to kill your nephew.
Yeah, just not stop her, kill her.
And he's like, okay, all right. And then she like gets a hand in there and like, phases through and has her hand like in her guts.
For like a second, yeah, and then.
When I was a little confused about this part because like, yeah, they say make the whole ship invisible, and she does, but it also looks like she made like some kind of illusion. Because she's
I think what happened is they had the faster than light thing attached to the ship, and they were invisible under the like dust cloud around the black hole. They dipped under, went invisible, disengaged from the ship, and she could still see the top rudder of like the faster than light bit. So they like went out and veered off, and then like once it came back up, she's like, it's not there, but she was already too close to the black hole to pull out.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was like an illusion of the ship being pulled in. I didn't know what that was that she was seeing.
A lot of shit was happening very quickly, but the initial plan was they were going to get her close to the black hole so she would get stuck there for a month, essentially, and not be able to get Galactus to Earth. But the problem was they had to sacrifice their faster-than-light drive to do that.
Well, yeah, that's why they had to do the slingshot thing.
Yeah, so they did the slingshot, which then took a month to get back, which is why then she's fucking, like, there the next day, because it took her a month to get out of the black hole.
That all makes way more sense.
Yeah. It was just basically
Ben helps give birth. I saw a meme of, like... by the way, the thing was just Reed's best friend and just looked at his best friend's wife's vagina.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
So yeah, she gives birth, and I don't understand why Reed immediately tells them what's going on, but they come back to Earth.
I think he's like in a full panic fugue state. Like I think he's like doing calculations in the back of his head, trying to like figure out what to do, and like the little part of his brain he left on autopilot is just like, what happened? Here's what happened. Well, can we stop it? Yes, we do this. It stops it. Goodbye. Like,
yeah, I do love how they paint him as like vaguely, completely like detached from social skills, but not like in a tropey, dorky kind of way. Just like I'm too smart to care about this.
Yeah, his brain is like just somewhere else working on another problem while he's also kind of having a conversation with you. But yeah,
everybody's so psyched to see them. They see the fantastic baby, and they're all like, "Yay!" And they're like, "Press conference, right the fuck now!" Not give them a minute.
Yeah, like right off the fucking shuttle, like still fucking PTSD from seeing a fucking world be destroyed and shit. And they're like, "So how'd you feed to Galactus?" They're like, "We didn't." And like, but we're gonna. And then like, oh, okay, well, like, how do we stop him? Like, we don't stop him. Like, it's just like, well, is there anything we do? It's like we can give him our baby. Like, and everyone's like, well, give him the baby.
They're like, we negotiated, and he asked too high a price. What was the price? Our child. And they're like, Okay?
Yeah.
Super not cool of everyone in that room. And then yeah, they all start clamoring and they go up the elevator to the Baxter building. Sue pretty quickly figures out that Reed has at least ran through the scenario in his head of why it makes sense ethically to give the baby to Galactus.
He's like, it makes sense. It's like, I'm not going to do it, but it's like, logically, this is the answer.
And she flips the fuck out, which I guess I get, but like also, I feel like, you know, he gives that whole speech of like, I don't like thinking about these things. I have to invite the worst possible thing I could imagine into my head to work through it. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. Like, get it. Get it, Sue. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, and of course, like, she's on the opposite spectrum. She's like full mommy mode. Like, you touch my child, I'll rip your fucking head off and feed it to you.
Which ended up working out perfectly.
Yeah. Well, no, because then there's this really great scene where, like, there's, like, basically, like, a fucking, like, half riot, half protest going on outside the Baxter building saying, they're literally chanting, give us the baby! Give us the baby! Like,
I already saw this guy I like on TikTok did a little skit about it where he's walking around and goes, fuck that baby! Fuck that baby!
Yeah, and she's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go out there. And I'm like, Which, I guess, like, you know, probably if anyone can stop a baby from being shot, it's fucking Sue Storm and her fucking invincible force fields and shit.
I love that they gave her so much of her agency in this movie. That she's not the smartest, but she is probably the most powerful out of all of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and even Ben's like, it's like, we don't have to be scared of them. They can't, like, hurt us, really. Like,
right.
like, physically. And, but yeah, she goes out to them and, like, basically says, like, hey, here's the baby that y'all want to kill. And then everyone's like, oh, yeah, we're assholes.
It's really different when you're looking at the baby.
Yeah. But she says basically it's like, I have not like given up on my baby, but I've also not given up on the world. We're still going to save you.
And I love that. I love that the world, like, in this universe is like, because they are supposed to love and, like, almost worship the Fantastic Four. And they're like, right, you guys will figure it out.
Yeah, because the Surfer asked them one point, like, are you this world's protectors? They're like, yep. Like, it's not like they're waiting for fucking Iron Man or Superman or anything. Like, in this reality, like, they're the fucking Avengers, essentially.
Right. And, yeah, then Johnny is starting to decipher the messages with literally Rosetta Stone. And, I like the little part where the Thing's walking through his old neighborhood and,
oh yeah, because that was an important part in the ship, because he asked her what the thing, she, like, says something to him in her language. And he says, like, what does that mean? He's like, I die with the ones you love, essentially, or something like that.
Right.
And like, he's like, oh shit, I know what this means now. So he's like been working in the background on like, all these transmissions from the beginning of the movie. Like, what are these things? And
yeah, he looks like total crackhead, beautiful mind moment in his room where he's got all these papers all over the window and everything. And there's also this little aside where he had been asking for new Fantastic Four astronaut suits. That was super cool when they went to the space and got the 4 on the side of the helmet and everything.
Yeah, and like Johnny thought like Richard has just dismissed him on it, but he's like actually been working on it, like since he mentioned it. Yeah. So it's like, oh, that's sweet. And like Richard's like, oh yeah, I finished the thing you really wanted. It's over there, and he's like,
but yeah, Reed is working on shows Johnny that he has figured out teleportation, like transports an egg, and then he's like, I'm gonna. What is it called? Archimedes
lever.
Archimedes lever, yeah.
Yeah.
So he figures out that they're gonna try and teleport the Earth.
Yeah, because
I thought it was so cool, and I thought that was going to be how they bring them into this Marvel universe.
Yeah, but no, because the whole thing they were like, he was like scanning Galactus. It's like, yeah, he's older than our universe. Like to even understand what he is going to take like 10 years. So no chance we're gonna figure out anything. But we know about Earth, we know about this, so let's like not focus on that. Let's focus on this part of the problem.
They're like, "What's your plan?" He's like, "I don't have one." And they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "That's a guy a fucking break, man."
Yeah. And he's like, "Okay, we can't keep him away from us, but what if we keep us away from him?"
So he starts working on that, and that's simultaneously as when Johnny's figuring out the language. And Sue goes to her UN meeting to summon everybody. Like, we need all the world's resources, and we need you guys putting these little teleportation modules all over the globe. And
the world's like,
that's
yeah.
when you see it scans over all the countries except for Latvia. Latvia is empty, which I thought was so cool that he's just like, nah, fuck y'all.
That's very Doom, too.
Yeah.
He probably had his own plan in place, which is maybe how we get to the universe.
Ends up being so insanely corny, though.
Yeah.
Because they get it all set up. They've got like a little fantastic crib for Franklin Richards.
Oh, yeah, bomb-proof and radiation-proof and all proof.
And like, we're just going to try to get him to walk right into this spot.
Oh, well, no, before that, the plan was to teleport the whole Earth, and that fucked up.
Right.
Yeah, they're on the countdown, like the teleportation dome is about to go over the Earth, and then Silver Surfer just like, ding, 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 like fucks up every single...
So fucking cool. I know it's detrimental to the plan and everything's going to shit.
Yeah.
But watching it happen was so cool.
Yeah, she literally... Like, within 30 seconds or some shit, like, the entire... Like, every site in the planet is, like, fucking destroyed.
Yeah, everybody starts reporting in, like, ours is destroyed. Jesus. And that's when Johnny
goes
uses everything he's decoded, chases her down, and switches tones so quickly. He's like having a sweet moment almost where he speaks in her language. He's like, I figured everything out about you. You're like the most noble woman in the universe. Sacrifice yourself to save your planet. But here's everybody screaming after you killed their planet.
Yeah. Just bombards her with like the billions of deaths she's been responsible for, and she's a very understandable crash out moment where she just flies up into the air and runs away.
I love, and they're all like watching it happen. They're like, damn, Johnny, that was pretty fucking cool. And he's like, see?
Like, I was doing shit.
Like, when did you figure that out? He's like, oh, over there during this.
Yeah, no, that's what I will say is that every single problem in the Fantastic Four movie is solved via intelligence, not violence, which is like a key part of like who they are. Like every other one has just been like, no, we hit the thing hard enough for the powers and we win. And this is like, no, the powers are kind of incidental. We have to think our way through this, and the fact that I can throw a fucking like fire truck through the air is not going to help us in this situation.
Yeah, no, and the fact that they can, make a superhero movie without just wall-to-wall fight scenes, and it's amazing. It's great. And also, you see that Man of Steel has had a reverberating effect through all superhero movies because, again, they evacuate the goddamn city.
Yep. Yeah, it's because the plan is like, okay, well, the teleport's not going to work, so we're going to have to teleport Galactus away with our last fucking, like, antenna left here. And so we have to use our baby as fucking bait.
I gotta say, this felt very, very D&D-esque, like, when the party makes a plan and falls apart. Like, can we just banish him somewhere or something? Does anyone have a wish spell?
I got a baby. We'll make it work.
God damn it. So yeah, everybody goes. I love the little scene where they bring Mole Man into the Baxter Building. He's like, "Dim the lights, please," and just starts like touching all their shit. And everyone's trying to be nice because he's about to save the city, and Reed's just like, "Stop touching my fucking shit!"
Yeah,
you nasty motherfucker.
He's like, "Butter me up."
He's like, "Fuck you." They're all like, all right, get out. Sue will talk to him.
But yeah, Sue convinces him to save everyone because Galactus is gonna fuck like the entire planet, not just the bottom side.
The actor is so funny, dude. When they're all coming into Subterranea, and he's like, "Please wipe your shoes." I'm just kidding. It's all dirt.
Yeah, small part, big actor though. he used his moments. Yeah, and then also in retrospect, like when Galactus is fucking walking around New York and like the entire ceiling is shaking, like maybe we should have gone a little further. Right.
Yeah, it definitely didn't look like it was going to hold up for a minute there. And boy, did he make a fucking entrance. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
When he lands in the ocean and gets out of it, oh my God.
It just causes, like, an actual tidal wave. Not like the cheesy, like, there's a curl wave, but just, like, displaces the ocean.
Dude. It's so sick. And then, their plan is, they're like, we're going to get him to come right here. Sue gets mad because he kind of leads them there, so it looks like their idea to use Franklin as bait. But Sue immediately clocks it. She's like looking at the baby, looking at him. She's like, you motherfucker.
She's like, there's no other way. She's like, I know there's no other way, but you motherfucker.
Right. And so they put him out in the middle of like Times Square, I think.
Yeah.
And,
on like what is essentially a big fucking X with a fucking anvil, like,
Dude.
fucking hanging above it, like, the
That's
most
what I'm
obvious trap.
Once they already have it built, too, they're like, how tall was he again?
I was doing some math, I'm like, I think he's got, like, 500 or 600 feet on the top of that tower. We got problems. Like,
Well, they draw him out, and he's walking through the city, and he uses his scanner vision to see where the baby is, starts walking directly to it. And then right when he gets close, Johnny takes him up to the Baxter building, I believe, to leave him with Herbie. Herbie's the fucking goat, by the way.
Yeah, I hope Herbie made it. I don't know if, because that was, the fist came in, I don't think we saw Herbie after that.
I don't know if he did. But
yeah, he tried.
I think they show him in the end credits thing, maybe.
Maybe.
But I love how also when Herbie talks, it's almost like Minions or like Kenny.
R2D2
he's not
or
making
something like
words,
that,
but
yeah.
you know what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
So they take him up there, and Galactus just like he keeps walking towards them, and they're all just standing there with their hand over a button. I'm like, could you sell it any less? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and Galactus is just fucking with him too. He's like, he puts his foot over the line. It's just like, I gotcha. Then he starts looking at her.
Sees him in the building, and they're like,
Yeah,
shit.
he's over there. It's like, he's like, you motherfuckers. The good try. Then he's like, starts walking over to the Baxter building.
And it looks like they're fucked for a minute, because, he fucking walks over there, crushes the Baxter building, grabs the baby, and thank God he's in a fucking super cradle.
Yeah. I mean, he did have like some kind of telekinetic power he was like holding him up with and shit too. He wasn't.
Well,
like,
he fucks
pinching
Herbie
the
up.
baby. Yeah, I don't think he cared about Herbie. But yeah, then he's just like, all right, feeding time, and fucking starts like walking away with the fucking baby.
I'm literally in the theater at this point, like hand over my mouth when I see him walking away with the baby, and I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Is this movie going to end with him getting the baby?
Yeah, and then Uncle Ben and Uncle Johnny try to say no.
Yeah. And I can't remember when it happens, but that part where he's stretching the shit out of Reed.
Yeah. That's what because I think they got the baby away, and then Reed's trying to slow him down, and he starts opening the ports on his back to like drain the lava out of him. And he just grabs him and starts like Stretch Armstronging his ass.
And he's like smiling about it, like, this is cool.
It's like, neat.
Oh, that hurt to watch.
Yeah, and then well, a little before that too was like Ben was trying to fight him, and like we actually get to see the strength of the thing. Which
that was
is,
so
like,
cool, man.
Yeah, because like I mean, like in the other ones they undersell the thing and what he can do. Because he's only a couple steps below the Hulk. Like he can like go toe to toe with the Hulk and survive, which is insane. Right. And yeah, he's just like swinging fucking like crane trucks and throwing gas tankers and running through buildings and shit like they're not there. And like but then like I think he swings the truck at Galactus, and Galactus just catches it and then fucking throws him into space.
Yeah, dude, that was insane. Oh, and then they took this move for the new Marvel Rivals too, where Johnny catches him and is flying him in. He's like, "Say it, say it." He's like, "No." It's like, you don't actually say it.
It's like earlier. It's like I don't say it's clobbering time. It's just a cartoon.
And then he says it, and he drops him on him. But they all get knocked out, and
yeah, it's very much like a Thanos one drop of blood hit, where it's like, oh, they made him stagger for half a second with like a fucking rod from heaven, like essentially.
And then the baby starts crying and activates Super Mom, and holy fuck, man, that was so epic.
Yeah,
because
at first
10 minutes is just mom power.
Yeah, she like tries to grab his foot and like it breaks off. Then like he cries and she's like, "Okay, Super Saiyan mode." And just like grabs his entire body and starts like pushing him towards the fucking portal.
So epic, dude. That I love seeing her full power for once. And yeah, she just stands up and he like reacts like, "Oh my god, what?"
Yeah, very very much like Thanos v Scarlet Witch, where it's like, "Oh, I'm actually in trouble here." Fuck.
I will say, like, yeah, she holds him, and then she's like, let's push him back into the hole, and somebody grab the baby before it happens. Super cool moment where she's pushing him, and Thing is just off to the side taking out pillars.
Yeah, so he can't, like, stop himself from being, like, dragged backwards and shit.
Yeah, then the fucking building falls on him. And, again, thank God for the super cradle. But yeah, what I will say, is they either needed to make it shorter or make like one more thing happen because she's holding him by pushing him for like 10 goddamn minutes.
Yeah.
And at some point, he would have...
Pedro's getting there, and something, but I don't know.
It was still really cool, but
yeah.
She's pushing him back for like 10 minutes, and they're fighting their asses off to get him towards the black hole.
Yeah, Reed last second gets the baby out of the hand. Yeah, she shoves him through, but like falls down like on the floor.
And he goes through, and they're like, "We got it," but they're still holding the goddamn hole open for some reason.
Yeah.
And he like starts to reach through, and they're like, "Shit!" and he's got he grabs the baby again, I think, right?
I don't know if he grabs the baby, but he grabs I think he grabs like a building and starts like pulling himself out because I think Reed has the baby at this point.
Okay.
Because then like Johnny is like basically saying like, all right, it's time for self-unaliving time, and
he's
gonna
he
like
says,
do a
tell him Uncle Johnny loved him, and I'm like, please God, no, don't take him from me.
And he's just like bolting towards Galactus, and then Silver Surfer just like knocks him out of the way, and it's like, nope, me, and goes and knocks him into the infinite void beyond the galaxies.
And it's funny, too, because without his ship, he can go fucking nowhere. He's on the other side of the
He's just be floating there super pissed.
But she could theoretically knock him through and then be right fucking back as fast as she is.
Yeah. Unless, like, I don't know, like, how she hit kind of seemed to imply that, like, she kind of blew up. Because, like, he hits his chest and it's like, boom. And then, like, I don't know,
yeah,
maybe.
It's super cool. They knock him through and, they win. Movie's over, I think.
No, not quite. Because Sue's dead.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit. Is there you see the first, like, manifestation of the baby's powers.
For a second, I thought they were going to do Pikachu's magic tears with fucking, like, Reed. Because he's, like, over her, and, like, one teardrop goes after, like, the CPR's not working. And he's like, no! And, like, one teardrop, like, is that it? Like, no. And then, like, the baby's just like, oh, no, I don't like this. And just, like, touches, like, Mom, and, like, her chest glows and her eyes fucking open to the cosmos. And she's like, oh, I'm okay. And no one says a thing.
No one's like, hey, so that's definitely true. Everything they said about our baby.
But I think the movie's kind of shortly over after that. It's just kind of like a little ending montage with them all together.
Yeah, they want them to wear a Fantastic Five sweater.
Yeah.
And they're like,
for the
no,
baby.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
And they're like, the Fantastic Four, and then they're not there because they all got an alert on their watch. And then we get the hilarious thing of them all trying to put a fucking car seat in. And I'm surrounded by people in their 20s in this theater. And when they're like fighting over I audibly went, and nobody else laughed. I was like, ah.
Oh, yeah. No, I was a nanny, and those things are fucking nightmares. It's like, no, you gotta put the thing through, and then you gotta everyone get down at the same time. But apparently they take their baby into battle. Like, they don't leave him at home with Kirby or anything.
Full Incredibles situation here, and Incredibles was, totally inspired by Fantastic Four.
No, like, my thoughts is, were they, like, making a Fantastic Four movie and then, like, lost the rights or couldn't get it and then just, like, reconfigured the animations and effects into...
Yeah, I mean, they even, like, shift around the powers, but it's the same, almost same power set, other than Dash.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely at least inspired, if not a complete fucking ripoff. But, yeah, they all take off in the Fantastic Car, and then we get a couple end credit scenes here where, you see what's the first cutaway?
Doom is the first one.
Okay, yeah. I don't think I think I looked up what the last one was, and I was just like,
I waited for the last. You didn't need to see it. I was mad that I saved for the second one.
Was it just like a cartoon thing?
Yeah, it's the intro to the cartoon that they've been talking about the entire show. Like, that's it.
I'm really glad I didn't stay for that one.
You didn't miss anything. But yeah, it's like she's reading a book to Franklin, and like it's implied
like 5
that,
now.
Yeah, it's another time skip. But like he's reading like a kid's book. Then Herbie's like, "Do you want to read this one like yesterday?" And it's like fucking like Darwin's An Origin of Species.
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, I think we're in a fun mood today." And it's like another kid's book. And then she comes back, you just see a dude in a green cloak with a metal hand, just going like, "Ooh, baby!"
And she like immediately like pulls up her fucking.
Yeah.
But God, am I so excited to see Doom now? And that's what I was saying about the first two. Yes, Doom is complex and takes a lot, like So don't do him in the first one. They didn't have to do. And Galactus is a huge fucking character, and they did that well. And they didn't just insta kill him. Galactus is still out there. He's definitely gonna come back. But they did everything so much better here. Like Doom's in the movie, like actually in it for half a second, and it was so much better than the other two movies.
Well, when you think about it too, the other ones, like, they both are trying to link Doom's powers to the power cosmic, which is not a thing. Like, it's, or whatever the other dimension power was. It's like, no, he's the same as the Fantastic Four, and the thing that made them made him. It's just like, no, it's not the fucking lore in any of these goddamn comics or movies.
Yeah, I'm very, very, very excited. The fact that they've already established Doctor Strange in the Marvel Universe gives me so much, because basically Doctor Doom is a better sorcerer than the Sorcerer Supreme. At some point, he is the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yep.
But I'm so psyched for whatever happens next. And we got to wait a while before we see the Fantastic Four again. But
yep. Avengers Doomsday is, they said he'll be back.
I'm fucking pumped, dude. That's going to be so cool.
No, but I am cautiously optimistic for, like, this new kind of era of superhero movies, because
they did just announce that they're going to reboot it once it gets to Secret Wars. So they'll build up to Doomsday and then Secret Wars, and then Feige said he's rebooting the Marvel Universe. I'm like, all right, well, that'll probably be about when I check out, when you reboot it again.
I mean, like, what isn't... I know there's, like, a bunch of canonical reboots of DC, but did Marvel ever do anything like Crisis on Infinite Earths or anything like that?
No, but I think that's what's coming.
Yeah, they're trying to clear the backlog, essentially.
Yeah. They're bringing the X-Men into the Marvel Universe, so they got a whole bunch of X-Men movies planned to bring them in. And then, they said they're going to do a reboot, and by reboot, they mean they're not going to, like, restart the Captain America story or the Iron Man story, but there's going to be new actors playing those people. And I'm like,
and probably different universes and shit, so...
I hope I'm pleasantly surprised by how the fuck you pull that off well, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, well, now time to mathematically tear apart the original two.
I think one deserves a little bit more of a butthole whipping than the other, but, they both got their
Oh,
issues.
yeah. All right, so getting into round one. Which one has a better opening act? First 15 minutes. Which one hooks you? Tone, pacing, intrigue, immediate cringe.
I mean, like, I guess we can go from, like, least to best on this one, maybe. I want to say, weirdly enough, I think, like, 05 might have hooked me the least, because they kind of just throw you into it without a lot of preamble, but, like, I don't know if the world knew enough about Fantastic Four to be able to pull that shit yet.
Yeah, but I don't I would agree with... But the 2015 first 15 minutes... embodies the cringe for me. It really pissed me off right out of the fucking gates. I think between 2005 and 2015, I'm trying to remember the first 15 minutes of each one.
Well, the first 15, 2005 is like they're just at Doom Tower, they meet Doom, and they're in space. Like, it's like, that's like the first 15. There is no setup to the movie. It's just, here are characters, here is the relationship to each other, space, cosmic wave. Like, I guess there's, like, something to be said for that, but, like, I just feel like there's no time to really get to know the characters before it's just, like, all kind of thrown into your face.
Yeah, I guess at least 2015 has a bit of a build, but then it's mostly build.
Yeah, no, that's what the first 15 minutes hooks me, and then, like, we're still there, like, fucking 45 minutes later, and it's like, shit. But I would say the first 15 minutes of, like, he's a kid, and the N64 wall, and the science fair and shit, it's all kind of engaging, and I'm like, what are we doing here? This is kind of like, I hadn't hated the movie at that point yet, I'll put it this way.
Right. Yeah, like I said, I had hope until you see Doom.
Yep.
So yeah, I'd give let's give 2005. It feels clumsy in 2005.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say. It feels like they had to cut a bunch of shit and they didn't merge it well.
No. Yeah,
so
they shot way too much or something. Like 6 maybe for the 05? Or maybe 05 for the 05?
I'll give just slightly higher to 2015 and give it a 7.
Yeah.
2025 fucking murdered it.
10. I was hooked immediately. Like,
yeah, the montage that just explains everything, the pregnancy, it was amazing.
Yeah, no, like, I liked the characters, like, 3 minutes in. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see them succeed, whereas I did not feel that for any of these other movies.
And I saw lots of people saying, I don't think Pedro's right for Mr. Fantastic. And I immediately was like, fuck you, dude. He appears in so much shit and he kills it.
Yeah.
Like, so many sci-fi franchises, and he's amazing.
I haven't...
And,
really,
yeah, right
off
out
the
of the
top
gates.
I can't think of a bad thing Pedro's in, like, really off the top of my head.
Nope, because he's not. So then we'll go into round 2. Team chemistry. Do they feel like a team or 4 actors doing a science cosplay? Yeah, if you want to go worst to least again, 2015 is like a
it's
one,
terrible.
bro.
It's a joke. Yeah, like they're like literally the team building they have is a silent montage of them eating Chinese food and laughing. Like
They barely speak to each other.
yeah, it's literally any character development is literally done off screen. It's terrible.
It's almost like, you know, the weird trivia bit that everybody says, I don't think Frodo knows Legolas's name.
Yeah.
I could say that about everyone in this fucking movie.
Yeah, I don't think, like, Ben and Doom have a conversation, like, the entire movie.
Yeah. No, and you should be seeing Human Torch and Ben conversations. Like,
Yeah. No, yeah,
garbage.
even Johnny Storm and Ben don't fucking talk at all, I think.
No.
I can't remember a conversation.
so I'm saying it's like the Frodo thing.
Yeah, Ben is in like his fucking like lockdown room the entire time, and Johnny Storm's off flying somewhere. There's like the only time they're together is like the 2 fight scenes.
Yeah. Fucking dumb, bro.
Yeah,
In
like, I'd say
2006, or 2005, I would give like I gave 2015 a 1, just so you know.
yeah, no, there is
First
no chemistry
one on
between
the
players
show,
there.
and boy did they earn it.
Oh yeah, no, like it is the antithesis of what the Fantastic Four should be. It's this fractured, fucking toxic group of people who barely know each other.
In 2005, they try to give them some chemistry, but I don't like it. They're still very fractured most of the movie, even though they
Yeah.
are interacting and they are building some kind of relationship.
Like, I guess there's a little bit of chemistry between Reed and Sue. No chemistry between Sue and Doom.
They do Ben and Reed for the most part in the beginning of the movie of establishing that they're good friends.
Yeah. But this like a lot of it is like his friend is like suffering right next to him, and like for a few times like he's like, we're gonna fix this, Ben. Like he doesn't seem to like really have a lot of empathy towards it, which I know empathy is not Reed Richards' strongest suit in the
Sure.
comics, but
But they all spend so much of the movie yelling at each other and telling each
Yeah.
other how much they suck. So I would give it another 6 for this category. And again,
yeah, there's moments, but it's not great.
right. And then for the new one, I mean, I'd go 10 again because I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
love how much they feel like a family.
Yeah, like the characters actually feel like they love each other and would like go to
Yeah.
extreme lengths for each other. And like when the baby's born, like Johnny and Ben are just like, we're uncles and it's gonna be awesome, and you take him, I'll take him, and like it's like
Yeah, dude.
they're
Yeah, I
so
love
into it.
All right, so round 3, Reed Richards. We're going to go down pretty much each one of them. Reed Richards vibe check, leader of the 4. Does he lead or just stretch awkwardly?
Oof, I mean, yeah, 15 is like his entire character arc is bye.
I hate it. And I love Miles Teller in a lot of things, but
Yeah,
I'm so glad his career wasn't tanked by this movie because it should have been.
well, it's because everyone forgot about this movie. That's
Good.
why.
I'm giving it another 1, which is
Yeah.
probably going to be a common theme here.
Yeah, no, it's just he like literally. I don't think there's ever a point where he leads the team in it. Like where I don't think he ever comes up with a
It
plan.
doesn't even try. It doesn't even.
No.
That doesn't seem to be like it was in any of the writers' minds that that's who he's supposed to be.
Yeah, like
At
I think
all.
it was Doom's idea to like go like by themselves because he was the one that was all gung ho to fucking go to the other dimension and shit. And it's like
Right.
it needs to be us. Like it's like yeah, there's no. He just like he doesn't like seek out his like the scientific development didn't make it. He just gets like found because like he kind of did close to a thing that they were doing.
Right.
Like yeah, yeah.
And then
he has like zero
2005,
agency.
similar kind of thing. He's just kind of quirky and along for the ride a lot of the
Yeah.
movie.
I would say it's kind of classic. They try to do like a classic Reed Richards, like from like the golden age of like this kind of bumbling scientist with like high intelligence but like low social intelligence. But it just it doesn't like he comes off as just kind of awkward, not like actually.
He's definitely not leading anybody ever.
No.
I mean, they all blow him off the entire fucking movie.
Yeah, no, if anyone's like fucking Johnny Storm is like actively taking the leader role the entire time, then like they all kind of like defer to him, but he's just like, I don't want to be in charge.
Or Sue. Sue is just yelling at everybody to get their shit together. And yeah, I don't know, man. I'm thinking another 5 or a 6 for 2005 for that category.
Yeah.
Definitely better than 2015, but I'm not a lot better.
No.
But
I'll say at least it had the benefit of the doubt, or the benefit of like being an early superhero movie, where like they hadn't really figured out the formula yet, whereas 2015 did not have that excuse.
Yeah, they didn't have the benefit of the whole world being bought into the Marvel universe yet, for sure. Mm-hmm. But I feel like they still could have made him a bit more. He could have seemed more like the smartest man alive.
Yeah, I think it was the casting for that was more physical, because he did look like the classic comic book Reed Richards.
Definitely looked the part.
Yeah.
But 2025, I remember specifically a scene where, like, when they're in the ship, and I think it's when the tractor beam's about to pull them in, and he's like, Johnny, do this, Ben, do this, Sue, do this, make the ship invisible.
Save the engines.
Like, reaches his arms around and is like hitting.
He's doing like 3
ship.
things simultaneously. Yeah.
And I was like, that was the moment, like, was when they announced that Reed Richards will eventually be in charge of the new Avengers. That was the moment that I was like, I see it. That was like a Tony Stark moment. That was I could definitely see him leading the Avengers in the future of the MCU. So yeah, I mean, you know, so far across the board, I'm thinking 10s.
It was a very good movie. I will say that. We'll see if we hit a stumbling block at any point, because it's like probably a couple things I can think of, but we'll see.
Yeah, we probably will. Round 4, we're on a Sue Storm's Agency. I think this one's a no fucking brainer as well, but how well is her character written and acted? How much agency did each movie give her?
Yeah, I mean, yet again, 15, she started like, I mean, I guess she's like the one that brings everyone into it. She finds patterns. I guess is like she technically saves the day by finding Reed. Like even though it's for like the evil military corporation. I guess like
I am leaning a bit more towards 15 over 5 on this one. Just
because she's very much I'm a girl. Like in the 2025 one, just
in 2005 one, you mean?
Yeah, the 2005 one, because she is just... the
naked scene, the push-up bra scene.
Yeah, it's almost like the joke. Like, it's that thing where, like, in, like, 1950s sci-fi, where, like, the chicks were always wearing super revealing clothing for, like, no fucking reason. And it kind of, like...
you get your powers from your emotions. If you could just get your emotions under control.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, yeah, and on that part, I forgot to mention that, but yeah, we established earlier that her, like, powers come from, like, anger, fear, and frustration. She turns invisible when fucking Reed proposes to her, so... One of those things was happening in there.
That was so awful that they even put that in the movie. Like, I have no idea where they pulled that from, but that felt very 50s doctor as like...
Yeah, your powers come from your unstable womanhood. It's just like, oh, God. Like, might as well diagnose her with hysteria at this point. Jesus Christ.
So I'm thinking like a 2 for 2005.
Yeah.
Like a 5 for 15, just because the entire movie is written like shit.
Yeah, but she does at least have, like, some say in what happens and does save their asses. Yeah, they don't even make
her and Reed a thing at any point in the movie, so... But, I mean, 2025, goddamn, did she have some fucking agency, bro.
Oh, yeah, no, like, her charisma, her power, her presence, like
her literal power is just fucking...
Yeah, no, but just, like, when, like even though, Reed was kind of like the de facto leader. It's like she felt like she was in charge of the room when she was in there.
Exactly. Like when they're planning, it definitely felt like the room was waiting on Sue's reaction to everything. Yeah. And not just because of the baby, just because she's definitely the one that checks Reed in this universe for sure.
She's very like I don't want to say hyper confident because that's like kind of an insult sometimes, but like she knows exactly what and how needs to be done, when and how it needs to be done, and takes no shit while doing it. So it's just... I
mean, she's like running the goddamn UN.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah. UN. I couldn't remember if I said the wrong acronym there for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's the one that like stops the fucking baby riot like by herself essentially. So yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
speaks to like the entire world at once without missing a beat.
yep.
So that takes us on to round 5, which is going to
Yeah.
be Johnny Storm's flame fun or flop, charisma, cockiness, and whether you'd want him at your barbecue.
Yeah, no, I mean, yet again, like I love this Johnny Storm in 2025, but the question comes down to what pissed you off more? Fucking the douchiest of douchebags, fucking Chris Evans Johnny Storm, or the nothing Johnny Storm?
Definitely the nothing one. I mean, it's part of his personality. They way overdid it in 2005 for sure.
Yeah.
But he didn't have a fucking. They like started to give him one where they're like, he's racing at the beginning of the movie. I bought that a little bit, and then that just goes away. He just becomes a fucking military shill immediately.
Yeah, like no preamble or anything. It's just like, so yeah, I want to go kill people with my fire powers. It's like that's his entire arc.
Yeah, his whole thing is like he doesn't want to have authority or anybody telling him what to do. You cut 40 years later, he's like, I want everyone telling me what to do.
Yeah.
I didn't get that at all.
And the whole ticking clock in that movie is like to try to cure themselves before fucking Johnny goes and starts murdering people, essentially.
Right. So, 2015 can get another one. Suck it. 2005,
yeah.
I am going to give it a decent score here because, like I said, I mean,
it's a 6 or
they
7.
went
Yeah, it's
full fuckboy.
It's basically like they took the Johnny Storm to like 100%, and Chris Evans was like, no, I can take more, and then like numbers started like ticking over to 105, 110, 150%.
And you can definitely tell it suffered a bit from the era of like everybody watched. It was like they watched Jackass, Viva La Bam, anything on MTV during the era. I was like, yeah, that guy, make him that guy. All those guys, make him that guy.
I think it was like the next year Lindsay Lohan told us to stop using the word gay as like a negative thing. So like that was like that era of like
exactly
social consciousness. It was like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't make fun of other people for their physical differences and differences in their beliefs.
Act before he thinks, the hot-headedness, they did that well. So I'm thinking like a 7 for old 2005 here.
Yeah.
And
he definitely like it wasn't my favorite character, but they definitely gave him characterization.
Yes. In 2025, and they like dialed down the fuckboy, but he was still the Human Torch through and through to me. Like,
yeah, no, like they upped his intelligence too a bit, like not to the point where he was like a super scientist or anything, but like he can stand in a room with these like hyper intelligent people and contribute.
Yeah.
And he's just
they,
always
they kind of
hyper-aware.
imply that he's a ladies' man without spending a whole bunch of time just showing him constantly out whoring around. You know what I mean? Like, he's on like posters and stuff, and women are like swooning over him, and they make like jokes about it, but he still has a personality.
And one thing I really like too, because like they didn't really touch on this in the other movies, but like I liked how he like controlled his flames. Like if he needed to hold something while flying, like he would like remove the flames from that part of his body and shit. It was like a lot of good detail to that.
I love how they gave him like a meter too. Like you will burn up all your oxygen if you are on fire in space.
Yeah. I mean, this part's like, wait, Johnny's catching the baby. Oh god, Johnny's catching the baby, and it's like, poof, and like the fire goes out. Like, okay, that was bad for a second.
So another 10 there for me. Taking us to round 6, which is going to be Ben Grimm's Heart and Rocks. What do you think?
You know what? I honestly might give this one to the 05 because like I liked Ben in the 2025 one, but he's very much like a fully realized character in this one. Like you don't see any really doubts or hesitation about himself. He's confident about who he is. He's charismatic. He's flirting with women.
Yeah, you get the benefit of skipping past the first few years of that, which is when that seems to happen, the depression.
But like that was honestly like as fucked up as it is to say, one of my favorite parts of the 2025 one was like the focus they put on Ben and the tragedy of his transformation and how he was like feeling about it and dealing with it, like the anger, the sorrow, the rage, the despondency. Like Michael Chiklis did an amazing job in that role, especially acting through like 5 inches of fucking latex. Like
I would say that if If you could take a little more of Michael Chiklis and put him into the new one, keep the design, in my opinion, of the new one.
Yeah.
But I want the grovelly voice. I want the...
A little more pathos.
Yeah.
Like
He's very, very self-actualized in 2025 and is like the literal rock of the group at times, being so level-headed.
Great for him as a character, but narratively doesn't really add much.
Yeah, and it's not really what the Thing is. I mean, he has streaks of that in the comics.
Yeah.
But he's not constantly the level-headed one.
No, yeah, he's flawed and still human on the inside as anyone else. And
but I still loved it, especially in contrast to 2015.
It's no shade on the 2025 one. I just think they gave Michael Chiklis' version a lot more to work with.
Right.
Whereas, like,
what do you think, like 10 for 05, 9 for 2025?
Because I'll say they
can get fucked again.
Yeah, 05 did a lot of things wrong, but Ben was not one of them.
No, he was great. I mean, and especially they didn't have what we have to work with now with making the Thing look as great as he did in the 2025 or the 2025 version, and they still killed it.
Yeah, to be practical, and I mean, like, I've seen, like, behind the scenes, like, it took them, like, hours to get into that suit every single day, and they can only, like, film for, like, 45 minutes at a time, see, like, overheat. Yeah, no, it was
when they get to the scenes where he switches back, he must have been like, oh, thank God.
Why do you think he comes out like a sweaty newborn baby out of that fucking pod?
He's so smiley, like, oh. So I got a 9 for 2025, 1 for 15, and a 10 for 05.
Yeah, because, man, fucking 15 is like, yet again, it's the opposite of Ben. He's just like, I'm going to go kill things. I'm cool with being a military weapon.
Just full, broody, angry cock.
Yeah.
Like,
fuck you, Reed. You fucking left me, you piece of shit. Like,
and then they try to, like, save it right at the very end where he was like, hey, buddy, right when they're about to fight Doom. I'm like, fuck you. You don't get to do that now.
Nah.
So, earned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Round 7. Villain presence and impact, and we say villain because they didn't all have Doom.
Yeah. Oof,
2025 murdered it here again. I mean,
just the aura that fucking Galactus brought, like, just like, oh, we are fucked, like it's like Thanos. You're like, maybe we can do it. Its armor versus his arm. It's like, oh no, this is like a force of nature that's sentient, that's coming to eat us. Like,
watching him walk through the city was terrifying. Yeah. Another fear I have is extra large beings on Earth. 2015 can get fucked. Absolutely not. Will I give it anything higher than a 1 for their atrocious Doom?
I wasn't even Doom. Like nothing about that character is Doom. Like,
no,
his
just
origin,
green-eyed robot man.
His backstory is not Doom. His nationality is not Doom. His villain motivations aren't Doom. His powers aren't Doom. Like,
nope,
none of it. Like, didn't touch a single correct point.
It's so offensive, like, that they even tried to do that. Like, I don't.
Yeah. And, like,
I want to see interviews with the people that wrote this and be like, what the fuck was the thought process here, guys?
Yeah, did they not put a single bit of, like, research into Doom? Because Doom's whole thing is, I am awesome. Under me, the world will thrive. I love the world and want it to succeed. Like, and this dude was like,
also, if I can twist this into making Reed Richards miserable.
Yeah, well, that's his gravy on everything. It's like, I want to rule the world and Reed to be miserable, but, like, because, like, I know Doom's whole thing, or at least one of the big canon things, is like, the reason why he's the way he is because he got, like, he saw, like, a bunch of futures, and the only ones where the world wasn't completely fucked was, like, the ones where he ruled totally.
Right. Also, the reason he wears a mask is because of a lab accident. Like, he's a fully functioning scientist in the comics, and he wears a mask to cover his scars. And yeah, there's a lot of things in the comics where he genuinely thinks he's helping the universe, but he's just doing it in a Doom way that is not cool at all.
Yeah.
And 2005, I give it better than. Hang on, what's that? Okay.
2015.
Give it better than 15 for sure, because I do like the actor gave it some presence. He's very villainy.
Yeah, he's super hammy, and like it's like I can get behind a fucking like cheesy hammy villain sometimes. Just he's a pure mustache twirling villain. Right. Like the only thing he's missing is like the bomb with the fucking fuse.
Right. The black classic ball bomb.
Yeah.
They do fuck Doom up again. Not nearly as bad as 2015. It's still not good, The powers are just like, where are you pulling this from?
Yeah,
So I'd give it a
give him
6.
thunder powers.
Because he had presence and, like, definitely felt like more motivated and assertive than the entire Fantastic Four put together. But
a lot of charisma. You can understand why people would follow him. Maybe
right. All right. So taking us into an overall comic accuracy for round 8. Overall comic accuracy. I mean, a no fucking brainer that 2025 takes the cake here as far as comic accuracy. I'd say
that's like the modern comic accuracy, because the Fantastic Four has evolved and changed a lot over the years.
Sure, but they are a family. Galactus. Yeah. I mean, there's very few things I can pull out of here that are not comic accurate, and I mean, one of them being the grovelly voice from Ben, but that's not that big of a fucking deal, and you're reading it, so
yeah.
2015. No fucking where near it. The only thing they got is the power sets for the Fantastic Four.
So do you know the thing about the Hellraiser movies? Like, you know Hellraiser, Pinhead, and all that shit, right? So apparently after Hellraiser 2, none of the scripts were originally Hellraiser scripts.
What do you mean?
They were horror movie scripts that had some thematic similarities to Hellraiser, and then the studio bought the scripts and fucking slammed Hellraiser into them.
Okay, that sounds a lot like...
Yeah, I'm almost wondering if that's what the 2015 was, where it's like, this initially was a different story or script, and then they're like, oh, it's kind of close to Fantastic Four. If we just tweak a couple of things, we can make a superhero movie.
That actually would make a super lot of sense if this was supposed to be a somewhat horror-based, like dimension travel movie.
Yeah.
But fuck, man. So much of this was so not comic book accurate.
Yeah, no, like we've covered, like, Doom just is like the antithesis of what he should be. It's just the opposite. Like,
and 2005 isn't much better, honestly. Same thing. They got the basic powers right, but they super nerfed Invisible Woman.
Yep.
Super nerfed Doom.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, Doom kind of reminds me a little bit of, like, the Silver Age comics, where it was getting a little fucking wacky. Like...
Yeah, I can't, in all honesty, give this a much better score than 15, because...
I mean, it's got to have, like, I'd say whatever you give 2015, give 05 2 more points, because...
Yeah, so it'd be getting a 3.
Yeah.
Doom. Like, even their backstories, They don't. Right out of the gates, I'm like, why doesn't Reed know Sue already? Like,
well, at least in 05 he did. Like, they were together and then broke up, and then she went to Doom and shit. But
yeah,
that was the implication I got there.
But that's supposed to be like a constant in the comics. Is that at no point in Fantastic Four is she ever with Victor Von Doom?
I think so. Yeah.
There's some parts where she's with Namor, but
yeah. Oh man, no, I guess we can't get a Namor. He's dead.
Yeah, I totally forgot they did Namor.
Yeah, Black Panther 2. Wasted that little storyline there, didn't we? Well, we're a multiverse now. Nothing matters. Everyone can die.
Right.
And
with a reset on the horizon, who knows what the fuck is about to happen. Yeah. So yeah, we got 10 for 2025, 1 for 15, and a 3 for 05 for comic book accuracy. Yeah. Taking us into round 9. Tone and identity. Is it fun, dark, confused? Does it know what it wants to be?
Yeah, again, I'd say the 05 in a weird way knew what it wanted to be. It kind of wanted to be this kind of like campy comic book movie, and it totally did that.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely give 05 a 10 for tone, and 25 a 10 for tone. And ironically, 2015, if it wasn't for the first 30-ish minutes of the movie, I would also give it a 10 for being consistent on its tone.
It fucking flips on its head. The second Doom comes in, it's like, the world doesn't exist, and I'm amazing, and everyone else sucks. Like, but like in like this like incel-y fucking Redditor fucking way, like just
yeah. They're like, what if we took Fantastic Four and ran it through Reddit, 4chan, and just a nihilism machine?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for the first 30 minutes, it does have a consistent-ish tone. And then the last 10 minutes, like it tries to sandwich this almost horrific, like Saw-ish kind of movie at points where it's like torture porn a little bit.
Yeah.
In between a little bit of campiness here and a little bit of campiness at the end.
Yeah, it need to pick a lane and stick in it because like we go from like Steven Spielberg like childhood science experiments to fucking full Cronenberg in not that much time, and not in a satisfying way either. Because there's a way to do that, not this way.
Right. And then to come out of that and go do the whole. Wait, say that again? Like, no, fuck you. You don't get this moment. So, I mean,
it's
I'm going to give
clobbering time, is what my brother used to say when he beat me. And then my mother beat him. Ah!
Oh, that's so bad. I can't believe this fucking movie happened.
I know. We're talking about
I'm
the
going to go
middle stepchild. Like, Jesus
a
Christ.
flat middle of the road 5 here, just like their plot tone. So we got a 10 on either side of it for that one, though.
Yeah.
Which brings us into round 10. Visual effects and action. Who makes the powers look the best?
I mean, 2005 whew, had some not great CGI in it.
Especially with Mr. Fantastic. However, their Human Torch moments I thought were awesome. Every time he's on screen, it looks dope.
Yeah, and there was also some really good Ben moments with like practical effects, like when he punches the wall and the tile cracks under his hand, and when he like bends the fire hydrant back together, and the trash truck being like all fucked up from the inside. Like a bunch of effort that took a lot of money and time and like man hours, but they
in every movie it's kind of hard to make Mr. Fantastic's powers look cool just because they're
it hits the uncanny valley like too hard.
By definition, it's gonna look weird.
Yeah.
But
ironically, you know what had a really good Mr. Fantastic effects? The 70s one.
I don't care, Nick.
No, I remember there's just like a lot of like in-camera tricks and shit and forced perspective and stuff, but it actually works pretty well.
I will check it out outside the context of this show, but
yeah, just look at a fucking like montage of their powers or something like that, and you'll get the idea.
I saw a little bit of it. I saw the human. I think I sent you a picture of them showing the Human Torch from the 70s one, which was honestly not as bad as I would have expected it to look. But
yeah, no, like I said, they really tried.
2005, I'd give like an 8-2.
Yeah,
especially for what they were working with.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it, like, they still have to do practical by necessity for a lot of it, I think, just because
they murdered it with the thing, like you keep saying. Yeah. They really did good job on that. 2015, though, I will never forgive them for what they did to the Human Torch in this.
Yeah, no, it just looks like he's in pain the entire time, and...
Yeah, it looks like a demon from a horror movie, like, I don't...
Yeah, and Ben is, like, kind of like, the rocks are kind of sliding and moving all over him the entire time. He doesn't seem, like, stable...
It was kind of cool, but it really felt like they were trying to go full Hulk with him.
Yeah.
Full CGI and
the design felt too busy in a weird way. There was like too much like fine detail in it.
And his voice changed entirely when he became the Thing. Like Michael Chiklis sounded like Michael Chiklis as the Thing. You know what I mean? Like when he switches back and forth, it just
it's not been the same actor. Yeah, for the 2015. Yeah. Then Sue, all I can really think of her doing the entire thing, she makes bubbles a couple of times.
I don't even remember her turning invisible.
Yeah, I don't think... I mean, maybe right at the very end with Ben. That's the only time I can think of off the top of my head.
Well, yeah, when they're fighting Doom, I guess, but...
Yeah.
Nah, they can take a 3 here.
When she's suffering in the fucking medical bed, is like the only time I can think she's like flickering.
Right. Oh, shit. The new one, I thought they did really great. I like how they show Mr. Fantastic's powers, not just when he's trying to do weird, stretchy things, but when he's doing, like, normal things, you know what I mean? Like, when he's fighting, when he's running, he's just slightly stretching to do a little bit more, you know?
Yep. Yeah, because they didn't really go too far with his powers, because, like, I've seen some wacky fucking Mr. Fantastic things where he's, like, stretching a mile wide and shit like that. Yeah. And this, it seemed like he had a pretty hard limit on, like, how far he could stretch, because even when Galactus had him, like, really? That's hurting you, Reed? Like,
I was kind of shocked at how... I was expecting him to start getting real wide, and it was like, right about here, and I was like, oh, no. Oh my god, I hope DC does Plastic Man at some point. With James Gunn doing shit,
Yeah.
dude, if I can get even just an animated Plastic Man, that'll be fucking awesome.
I mean, I don't know if you ever seen the animated Injustice movies, but that's a pretty good
Yes.
Plastic Man.
Yes, that was fantastic.
But yeah, Plastic
So
Man is another one of those ones that's hard to write for because, well, first of all, I don't think his personality is for everyone.
no, no, it
And
definitely doesn't play well in today's age.
and he is one of those like I can do anything and it's near goddamn impossible to kill me, so like stakes are hard.
I thought,
Like,
it's super cool the way they make Plastic Man damn near god level in the DC comics.
There is actually, I forget exactly what the name of the comic was, but there's a recent one I read where I think it might still be coming out or if it didn't just finish. But the entire premise of it is that he's like delaminating, like he's like starting to fall apart, and his entire thing is like he's trying to find like a cure so his son doesn't die.
Right.
The same shit.
No, I've read a bit of that. I can't remember which one it's from either, but I know what you're talking about. Why is this not working? Well, that sucks. Okay, getting into the championship rounds, round 11. Pacing and structure. Do they build things organically, or does it feel like 3 acts duct taped together? Fucking 2015 doesn't even feel like 3 acts.
No, yeah. 2015 is things happen. And there happened to be a camera there where they were happening. Yeah, no, it's because the first like 2/3 of the movie, the first like third of the movie, God, even the first half of the movie is just them doing science and like not entertaining science. Like,
no, dude, it feels like they go 80% on one thing, and then the last 20% of the movie they go Act 2, 3. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, because it's like it's this massive like I want to say I think it was like I wrote it down, it was like an hour and 5 minute mark for like the first power to show up or something like that.
Right.
And, like, up until that, it's just, like, conversations and, like, shitty science. It's like a 1950s B science movie where it's just a bunch of people standing in a room talking about science.
Yeah.
And then, there's a fraction of the movie where the plot is get Reed back, and then after that, it's just straight into Doom fucking up, like, the compound, fighting him, and then it's over. Like, it drags and it sprints.
Yeah, no, it's so weird. It's like eating a burrito that got microwaved weird and it's ice cold in the center and lava hot around it.
Yeah,
I'd give it a 2 there. 2005 I think has the classic movie structure and pacing. They got a clear act 1, clear act 2, clear act 3.
Yeah, give it a 7 probably. Like it's kind of in the average like area.
Yeah,
it meets requirements.
Exactly. 2025 is great. Like I can't say enough about how much I love how they're doing openings to these movies now. How you're just in it. It pulls you in.
No more like, okay, we're going to give you 45 minutes of telling you how we got here and then fucking getting the last couple of seconds to actually see them use the powers for the first time. And because, like, yeah, we're at this point where it's just like, if you don't know basic superhero origins at this point, you've been living with your head under a rock for the past like, 2 decades.
And then their Act 3 isn't just basic, like, 2005 is a pretty basic Act 3. Doom's bad, we go fight Doom, we win. 2025 is like, we got to deal with Silver Surfer. Now we got to deal with Galactus. We have a plan. Plan's fucked. We got to make another plan. And even that plan falls apart. And it's, great writing. Like, I thought it was great pacing. It kept me engaged the entire time. Yeah, I mean, I'd be giving it another 10. I couldn't change anything about that.
Yeah, it's like I have to like keep unfolding my memory about the movie because it just goes so fast. Like,
I really wish I had gotten to go watch it again, but I was just entirely too fucking tired to go to a 10:45 movie again.
Yeah, understandable.
Final championship round, round 12. What's your desert island pick? You're stuck with only these 3 movies for the rest of your life. Which one do you reach for first, and why?
Well, one of them I used to make my fire the first day.
So 1 for 2015, no questions there.
Yeah, no, I am never going to watch that movie again. There's no point.
What I used to make my fire. Yeah. That's perfect.
Yeah, no. Yeah, in 2005, like I could definitely see myself revisiting that. It's got like a certain like vibe to it of campiness and simplicity. Definitely. And
yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, I would almost give
it's almost like a Saturday morning cartoon vibe in kind of a fun
exactly.
way. Yeah.
That's what those superheroes movies used to be, and I didn't really necessarily hate it. I definitely love what the MCU is doing with it. They've gotten way more into the character's lore and done a way better job of bringing that stuff to screen. But
Well,
I
yeah,
didn't hate the Saturday morning cartoon vibe of
no,
these movies.
it's they realize they're dealing with different markets now, because back then it was like, oh, we're making a superhero movies. Who plays the superhero toys? Kids. And
Right.
like, so we're gonna make it for kids. And now it's like, no, yeah, there's like 30-year-olds been reading this for like the better part of their lives. So like, can you like get a little more complexity in there? Like, yeah, we got you.
Yeah, like they made those movies that made more kids want to go read these characters. And then they were like, oh, well, that's not like this at all. And then they grew up. Like, we want to see the actual shit now.
Yep.
But, you know, in order, I think I'd go 10 for 2025 and
Yep.
a 9 for 2005, because
Yeah.
it is not
then-
the worst movie ever by any fucking means.
No.
Definitely not the worst Fantastic
And I think
Four
it's
movie.
gotten better with age, arguably. Like, I kind of appreciate it more now than I did when it came out.
Yeah, it's like a time capsule. You get to feel the 2000s vibe through and through in that movie.
Very much, yeah.
And Johnny Storm's hammering that shit home. Like I said, it feels like they just they just pulled him out of like a machine where they're like, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Viva La Bam, Jackass. And yeah, the dirt bike scene will forever be burned into my head, where his eyes like
Yep.
light up. He almost looks like Ghost Rider for a second.
Yeah, like, it ended up not being it, but like there was a song in it that sounded like just like Sum 41 and shit in there. So yeah, just it takes you back. To
There
a
was
time.
some 41 in it.
Really?
When they ski down the mountain, immediately I forgot about that. The soundtrack of this movie is fucking peak, man. When every time he's on screen, yeah, he jumps out to snowboard and it starts playing Sum 41. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, those were the days.
yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna total these up. If you want to go to the trivia and Easter eggs page, and I'll start
Yeah.
doing fucking math.
Let me pull up my page here. Go. All right, trivia. Oops, there we are. All right, get down to trivia. Yeah, so for 2025, set during the early 1960s in alternate universe Earth, the film skips the origin story entirely, which I love. That was, like we said, great. Yeah, very much like I said, the retrofuturism of like the Jetsons kind of thing. It's like the past vision of the future. We had, like I said, I don't know if it was Robert Downey because we didn't see his face, but
Right.
we did. Yeah, we did have the mid credits cameo of Doctor Doom at the end, so we're bringing that in. And then we had references to Latveria, which was if we hadn't brought that up, that was Doom's home country and plays heavily in most of his stories where he's trying to advance.
He's like the king
Latverian.
there, right?
Yeah,
believe
he's the
in
king of
comics, he's
Latveria,
the
yeah.
king. Yeah, he's way
Yeah.
more of a figure in the world than
Yeah.
the first two
And,
movies ever made him out to
Life
be.
in Latveria is apparently like amazing. Like it's just like if you live there,
Yeah,
like
it's a
shit is
utopia.
awesome. Yeah, like there's no crime, there's no disease, there's no like corruption because it's only Doom as the government. Like it's just him. So,
Right, like it's why he thinks he can fix the world.
yeah. Yeah, so 2015, the movie was heavily reshot, and oh my god, you can feel it. It feels like there's like 3 different movies that were loosely stapled together to make a film here. A big part of that, seeing a Kate Mara's wig in a lot of it.
Yes.
Josh Trank tweeted he had a fantastic version the day before
Trying to get the
release.
fucking Snyder cut treatment. Get fucked, dude.
Yeah. And includes subtle nods to the Ultimate Fantastic Four comics, which
I didn't
the
see
Ultimate-
that shit.
Oh, I mean, I guess I kind of saw it in like the body horror shit because the Ultimates universe is like the edgiest of the edgy fucking Marvel comics. Like,
Is
I
that where
think
they have the
that's-
maker, or
I don't know if that's where the Maker comes from, but that's where the Blob eats the Wasp. Like it's
what the fuck? I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to look this up now.
yeah. There's
Ultimate
there's
Age.
the Ultimates. It's like a series. It's like Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate Adventures.
Okay.
That's where the famous one where Captain America says like the A on this helmet doesn't stand for France. I'm not giving up.
Oh boy,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at images of some comic
Yeah.
pages here. It still looks more comic-y and campy though than they fucking did
Yeah.
this shit.
But no, it gets like it's dark, trying to be really dark. Like I think there's like a SA between Ant-Man and his wife at one point, and he like 6 ants on her afterward. It's like that.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's a whole. And they're trying to be like, no, comics are dark and edgy and for grown-ups. It was like this whole era, and it's just it's got some rough bits in it, if memory serves.
Apparently, in that version, he becomes Doom. Reed Richards does.
Ah,
Hard
yeah,
pass
I know
on that shit.
I read a part of the Ultimate Fantastic Four, where there is a girl who was Reed's like nemesis when they were kids in science fairs, and her answer to that was to take brain matter from her mentally disabled brother to increase her own brain matter and intelligence.
Okay, I guess I see that in this movie.
Yeah, it's like the kind of dark, hyper edgy, which definitely kind of, now that you say that, or definitely more obvious. Let me see here. All right, and 2025. Or sorry, 2005. Chris Evans would later reprise his Marvel appearance as Captain America. Wow, talk about second chances.
Oh my god, yes. I do love the callback made me so happy. That's the thing. If they had pulled that with anybody else in the Marvel universe and had them play somebody from 2015,
yeah.
say they had Michael B. Jordan pop up and instead of his Black Panther role was from was the Human Torch, nobody would have cheered for that. They would have been like, no.
It would have been funny, but nobody would have cheered, yeah, but... But yeah, no, definitely, like, in retrospect, the Chris Evans that, like, called her all those foul-mouthed names totally tracks with the 2005 version of Johnny Storm.
That was one of the greatest cameos I've ever fucking seen.
Yep. And, the first Marvel movie to top 100 million domestically since Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
I guess, like, Blade and stuff came out at that time, and I think they were still kind of trying to find their foot in there. And Stan Lee cameos as Willie Lumpkin, the mailman from the comics. I think it was one of the earlier Stan Lee cameos, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, seeing that in that movie made me... I miss it so bad, seeing him in the Marvel movies. Every once in a while they sneak his voice into some stuff, but it's not the same.
Nah, I think the last one he did was like when he was like with the Watchers, like telling them the story. Yeah, that was his last one they did.
Oh! Another Easter egg in the new one. The ship is named Excelsior.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that was really cool. Forgot about that. But I got our final scores here, and boy, oh boy, what a gap.
Yeah.
Finishing in last
on both
place.
sides here.
Yeah. Finishing in last place to no one's surprise with a score of 29 over 12 rounds is 2015's Fan Four Stick. Get fucked. Go fuck yourself. Never touch a movie again.
It almost got 2 points around in the average. It's tried.
2005, not too shabby. Finished with an 80 out of 12 rounds. And in first place with an almost perfect score, 119 points over 12 rounds. Your brand new Fantastic Four First Steps.
And I hope we have many more steps with this franchise, because
I feel like we could have scored it lower.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was fresh for me, so I'm still off the adrenaline of it. I'm like, yeah, 10, but...
No. I mean, we could have scored 2015 lower.
Yeah. You know, it did have a couple of okay points, but yeah, no. By and large, it's a turd with a couple of glints of fool's gold in it, but...
It's one of the few times there's been a comic book movie I haven't seen that I've heard people bitch about for ages, and... Like I said, I went into it like, people could be harsh. I'm sure it's not too bad. And holy fuck was I wrong. That's one of the first movies I've seen in a long time that I was just like, this movie blows.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, I watched it and it seemed fine. But then, like, after I kind of sat down and thought about it, went after my notes afterwards, like, I'm like, what the fuck? Because, like when I took notes on the 2005 one, I had, like, 4 pages of notes. And in this one, like, I had a good bit in the beginning, and then at the end it just started petering out. I'm like, nothing is fucking happening.
Yeah.
Like I don't care.
I can't tell you how many times I looked at how much of the movie was left and like, what could they possibly do with this little time left?
Oh, well, also I was doing this with my roommate who has, like, the bladder the size of a walnut. So, like, I got to do, like, the every 10 minutes pause. So
it
took me, like, 3.5 hours to watch the 2015 one.
Yeah, I did not subject Jess to any of this thing. She'd probably never watch another superhero movie again if I had.
Shield her from the bad ones.
All right, well, it's time to go to our revamped wheel here.
See the wheel.
We now have... Hang on, let me get this fucking pulled up. For a second, I thought I didn't save any of it, and I was about to cry. But now we have a comedy wheel, a wheel, thriller / twist wheel, sci-fi, badass, and horror wheel. So after this episode, we're going to be spinning on the wheel to decide which category we're going to. But for this one, we want to do comedy, so we're gonna, because we can. So, let's go
fuck
to
you,
the...
that's why.
All right, and boy, there's so many more options on here now. All right, spinning the wheel, and we each have one veto.
New month.
Dewey Cox versus Spinal Tap.
All right, and you know what? I think Spinal Tap 2 is coming out pretty soon, so that could.
Really?
Yes, I saw a standee for Spinal Tap 2. The title is The End Continues.
Fuck yeah, dude, that's awesome. I remember
Yep.
seeing something about. I thought they were just showing like, because the theater I go to will bring up old like 80s, 90s, 70s movie back into the theaters a lot. I thought they were just showing that they were going to show Spinal Tap. I didn't know there was.
Let me double check, but I think so. Hold on. Yep, 2025 film, Spinal Tap 2. The End Continues.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
because like when I went to the AMC, they had like the henge there. That's like
Yeah.
the 2 symbol, yeah. And there's like a fake drum set you could like sit in front of.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next week's going to be Dewey Cox Walk Hard versus Spinal Tap.
Nice.
That's going to be an interesting one. I
Yeah.
love both of those movies. They're both really funny, so that's going to be fun. Very, very big change of pace from Comic Book City over here.
Yeah. Also, there's 2 movies this week. Nice and easy.
Right, yeah. Oh my God, yeah. And the episode will be a lot shorter.
This
But-
is marijuana, Dewey Cox. You don't want none of this.
I kind of think I do want it.
Yeah.
All right, looking forward to that. And thanks for tuning in, everybody. Share the episode, share the shorts, hit subscribe.
Give us some
You guys are
suggestions in
doing
the
great
comments.
so far. We jumped up
Yeah.
62 subscribers this month.
Yeah, seems like people who are coming are sticking around, so that's great.
Yeah. And again, comment, leave suggestions. What do you want to see us do? We may already have it in the list, but, you know,
Yeah. If we don't,
keep
we'll
at it. We'll
definitely
do
put
this
on a
till we're
wheel.
90.
Till you're 90.
All right. Well, with that, I am Devin Vestal.
And I'm Nick Nye.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
See ya.